Yeah, we're live.
Where
Yeah.
But okay,
Okay.
so
Alrighty.
can someone access the comments?
Yeah, I
Okay.
will do that
Let
once.
me
Uh,
check.
how
Yeah,
are
we
you
are
guys
live
doing,
because
by the way?
I don't think they've. Oh, yeah.
No one
Now.
has joined yet, but we're all cool. How are you guys doing, by the way?
we,
Como si, como sa.
there are 8 people watching. Okay, we have people now.
Okay, hi guys, how's everyone? So today I have with me Aditi and Bharvi. And you might have seen Aditi on the streams already on the channel. She does the anime series, anime recommendations, British films recommendations now, and it's amazing. And Bharvi is the latest addition to Chalchitra teams. She's an avid book reader and she loves reading graphic novels. So, yes. So, there are three of us today, and yeah, why don't you tell us what we're going to do today, Aditi? Is it Aditi or is it Aditi?
Aditi.
Cool. Aditi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we decided to be a little spooky considering the fall season and month of October. So let's just dive into some horror stories and experiences and try to scare these two little girls today that I have with me because
Yeah, I'm a
apparently they
big
are
baby.
scared.
I am
No, I
so
don't want your mothers
nervous.
calling me, okay, that you're scaring my children and they can't sleep
Yeah,
at
I'm
night.
telling you now,
Let's
I'm
not
a
get
big
there.
baby. This is going to haunt me.
No, but I think
Oh
we'll
god.
all be okay. So
Yeah. For fun only.
earlier we had decided we'll read a Stephen King, but Aditi texted me the last minute. She said, "Hey, I found this link, and it's a pretty cool link. 30 short stories, but really spooky and horror." And so we're going to do that, and I'll just share my screen. Guys, let us know if
Oh.
you can hear us well and if everything's fine at your end. And maybe I can share my screen right now. Or before that, is there a personal incident that any of you has experienced that you would like to share with us before we get into the spooky reading session of the month of October?
Uh,
Not personal, but I know people who have had such experiences.
Okay.
my college is supposedly maybe haunted. Like there's a section in my ex college. There's one part of one floor which is it's a khopcha type place, and it people used to say it's haunted. Though I've never seen anything. That's the
What
closest
that
I'll ever
was?
Isn't
come.
it the story with every college?
Yeah, every
I
college,
think it's
Yeah,
the
every
I
story
think
with
school.
every
so.
college. Yeah.
So, what was the story of your school or college? Like, someone wants to share? Because I have a very good one.
No, actually, no one really knew the history because there's so many different stories floating around. But there was this part on the second floor, and there used to be like a secret staircase kind of thing. It was not really secret, but very few people in college knew about it because like it was really far off, and it used to directly go from the second floor to the ground floor, and people used to say that staircase part was very haunted. Like after it becomes dark, you couldn't go there. People used to actually lock up that part of the door. Like even during college fests and all, when we used to stay up late in college, no one used to dare even just go there. So
No,
that's
that's cool. What about you, Aditi?
Hmm.
Aditi. I have this habit of saying Aditi. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. So apparently, someone I know was driving back home very late at night, and so this is in Himachal. Take care. So I think that's the first thing I should mention. And since Himachal is so famous for its horror things, so
Yeah.
he was driving from his work to his place, which is about like 30, 40 minutes away. And there's this woman standing on the footpath and waving waving her hand for a lift. All right. Now this guy, thinking that she's a pretty lady, sort of giving her the lift. And she sits in his car. and she points to the direction she wants to go. Okay? And she does not speak to him, right? And this guy is making conversation, small chit chat. He's thinking कि कुछ हो जाए, and this person is not speaking at all. And when her stop comes, she gets off and walks by. Okay? And this is on a very on a winter night. Okay? जब पूरा धुंध होता है and you can't, the visibility is zero. And so this person is like, okay, fine. She was not interested. My luck, just my luck. And he goes back to his place. The next morning, when he regains some more consciousness, he goes back to that place where he dropped her. And don't think that it's a story because it actually happened. Okay,
Why
so
did
he goes.
Yeah, you had to get us out.
I'm telling you, it happened. Okay. So he goes back to the place where he dropped her, and he saw that there was no household there. It was a cemetery, and that was that.
Okay, so maybe she went and visited someone because she was a little like, maybe.
People can
And
actually
at
go to
night,
cemeteries.
2 at
Real
night.
You know,
people.
people sometimes
Fine.
lose their, I don't know, and they just want to get things done. Or
Whatever
let's
lets you
just.
sleep at night, guys. Whatever lets you sleep at night.
But tell me one thing. Why do all horror stories, at least the ones which supposedly happen in real life, have to start with like a woman standing on the side of the road trying to get a lift somewhere? All of
See,
them start with that.
Bharvi and I are trying to make sense out of this thing.
Yeah, that this is my
So,
coping
do you think?
mechanism.
Don't you think all these films or horror movies are inspired by real life, and it's not the other way around?
I
Uh,
think it's both the
let's
ways.
just.
Like if I was to make a horror movie, I would obviously take this incident into account and then make a story out of it.
I just took a deep
Are you
breath.
okay?
Yeah.
Are you okay,
I'll
Bharvi?
just read the
Yeah.
comments for a minute to distract myself.
All
Hey, the
right.
comments are much
Okay.
better than.
Hi Rajat. Hi Bharat. Hi Saradin. I hope I'm getting your pronunciation right. Hi Saradindu. Dark matter is already sleeping. And then, yep. Aditi, somebody commented that you're lagging a bit, but I think that's all right now. And Jibin is here. Hi Jibin, how are you? So
Hey,
yeah,
Jibin.
guys, we are discussing some horror stories today. And as you can see, I don't know about Bharvi, but I'm already scared a lot and I'm nervous.
Yeah, me too. Dude,
And
this is the first
Aditi
horror
is
story I'll be leading in my life.
and Aditi is having the time of her life. Oh, but you know what? Like, so Ghost Stories of Shimla Hills is a famous series of you must know about it, Aditi. I don't know if you know about it, Bharvi.
Yeah.
So Minakshi Chaudhary has written this thing, and she's the wife of a DC. And because so we used to go for a lot of parties as a child I used to go for a lot of parties because of like department की parties होती थी and my father was in PWD still in PWD and we used to have a lot of बच्चों का अलग से section होता था so everyone would sit in these old houses जैसे हिमाचल में होते हैं with like those chhat and everything with huge ceilings and we would tell each other's ghost stories each other like some ghost stories or something that has happened and I would always come back and sleep with my parents I don't know. And then once this thing happened, that usual party, it was July, 19th of July. And वही चीज हुई थी. And my mother was like, today I'm not going to let you sleep with us. Sorry. There's the two of you. So my brother was also there and he was also shit scared. And so I went to my room
Okay.
and रात को these somehow, first of all, it seemed so. Now I think it was just something that I was thinking because I was scared. Someone walked by my window, like I could properly hear footsteps. So my house was so this is if this is like this is my room. This is my room. So okay, wait, I'm sorry. This is my room. So this is this ऐसे पीछे is the garden, and someone walked by like this, and then walked back, and then the voice just disappeared. The sound just disappeared. And then all of a sudden, there was bottle rolling on the road, which I think was a drunk person. This is what I tell myself. But everyone used to say that there was a temple built in my backyard, and everyone used to say that this was because the watchman used to have the watchman before like us, the watchman who was guarding our area before we came in had a lot of weird dreams, and something came in his dream and asked him to build that temple, and uske baad everything got sorted. And of course, I don't believe in this stuff because I believe like it's all placebo effect or whatever. But dude, that night I was shit scared. And then ghost. So once, like there was, so most of the people. So Himachal is a very small community. Everyone knows everyone, especially if you're in government jobs and everything. So a lot of people knew Meenakshi Chaudhary's husband because he's kind of affiliated to these parties and everything. So kids would get her books autographed and everything. And then they would discuss the stories from her books. And now she has gone and interviewed real life people, right? About the stories that happened in their life, uh, that happened to them.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I don't know, I had to listen to all of it and I was like so scared.
Did
Have
you
you
did
read
you
any?
go up to her and scream at her?
No, I've
Did you
never
go
met
up
her.
to
I
her
do
and
not want to
scream at
meet
her?
her.
You
Have you ever read? I
should
have you
walk up to her and give her a twist.
have you ever read her stories though? I mean, they're pretty famous in, right? Ghost
Mm-mm.
stories of Shimla Hills.
I heard about this book only when you spoke about it on stream. Previously, also, I think
Cool.
you spoken
I
about
I
So
it.
like
I
to I like to experience such things rather than read them.
I would have had a heart attack if I'd experienced something like this.
yeah. So yes.
See, it's usually people who don't believe in such things do get to have such experiences, is what I think.
Stop scaring
Suppose
us,
there's a
yeah.
person. No, you guys believe that you won't ever face this situation because you guys believe that there is some entity that can haunt you. But for people who do not believe in such things, उनके साथ हो जाता है usually is what I think and I've come to know. I don't know.
All of a sudden I don't know. So there's my logic fighting back my irrationality
Yeah.
right now.
I
So
I
Bharvi and I
don't
are in the
know.
same boat. I'm so happy. I'm
Yeah,
not the only one who's going to cry at the end of the stream.
Next time I'm gonna bring someone who's gonna back me up.
okay, so I have one question for you guys. If you were in a horror movie, what would be like your number in terms of getting killed? Like, would you be the first one to get killed, or would you be able to survive? What would be the order? Where do you think you would fall in terms of survival from the supernatural?
I'm, what do you think, Aditi? Why don't you go first?
I'm thinking. Okay. So does your question mean that I have to die at some point or can I be saved?
Usually only one person gets saved. If you think you will be able to survive like the whole 3 hours or whatever that one whole night it spans, then yeah, that's very brave of you.
Dude, I
I think I
think,
would like to get to the bottom of it. So if you've seen, okay, go ahead, Vaani. You first. I'll tell you what.
oh, mine is very simple. I will die of a heart attack right at the beginning. That's it. That's what I think. Or
Okay.
maybe if my logic survives that time, I will make it till the end. It can be either things, but I'm pretty certain
Actually,
it'll be the former. Let's just go ahead with the former because I want Aditi to win. Otherwise, she won't come to my life anymore.
Thanks, Vaani. Thanks. This hospitality, I say to you.
So, what
Yeah.
is your opinion, Aditi?
So remember, childhood, we used, I don't know about you guys, I used to watch a lot of Scooby Doo. They solve
same.
mysteries, murder mysteries. And okay, so initially it started off that there is a ghost or somebody who's creating all of this nonsense. And by the end of it, they used to solve it. And usually there was some disgruntled human being who came out of it. Okay. So that's how I view such situations. If you get to the bottom of it, you can survive it. It's not
There'll be a
like you'll
science
die
to
of
it.
just knowing. Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to
That's
get
all.
through to that point where people figure it out. And like my reasoning
Hmm.
usually is I would kind of latch on to someone like Aditi who is like very hands-on in such things, who has a plan, and I'm like, I'm doing what you're doing just to survive.
Oh God.
Oh, nice. All right.
I can see both of you
Fine.
getting killed and me surviving it
That
eventually.
is also possible.
Then
Oh
I
God.
come back and haunt you, Vaani. Never
That'll
think
be
of
good,
that.
no? That it'll be a proof that there are ghosts then I'll be more careful.
So you're searching for proof.
Mm.
Interesting.
But yeah. So I don't know, there's this reincarnation theories and, afterlife ki theories and everything. So what I like to
Mhm,
believe is that these are just coping mechanisms for us to not die of existential crisis. But when you see research
mhm.
papers written on it, it can get confusing. But I think we were here to discuss short stories, so I'll just share my screen.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah.
either of you has any points.
No, I think we've
Cool.
done enough for now.
So I'll just share my screen. Guys, let me know if you can read this. There'll be some ads, of course, but I swear I haven't attended any of this. So this is a Scoop Whoop article. A small shout out to them if they want to sponsor our next video. Uh, but yeah, so we'll start with so there are 30 short stories. Mega Keka is like, can Vaibhav join in the fourth screen? Diversity. So guys, let me know if you can read the screen. Oh, but by the way, guys, Vaibhav couldn't make it tonight because Rajasthan Royals is playing tonight, and Vaibhav was in a very vulnerable state.
Oh my
Quote, quote,
God.
vulnerable. I'm enjoying it.
Nice,
But
nice.
yeah.
All the luck to
Okay,
him.
so I'm trying to zoom in. Let me know, guys, if you can see my screen.
I can.
Cool. And
Yes.
do you want me to zoom in further? Let me know.
Mm,
No, I
I
think
think
this
that's
is fine.
pretty good.
So, okay,
Yeah.
even these guys are showing the RR versus SRH, right?
Like,
Yeah,
Uh,
the score. So this is This New Old House by Bat Out of Hell 821. So this is yep. The best feeling is getting a long peel similar to your skin when you're peeling from a sunburn. I didn't understand it.
mm,
how is that the best feel?
I do not know.
best
So does someone else want
feel.
to read it? Because I don't want to give away how scared I am from my voice.
We can take
Ah,
turns.
okay.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah. Let's take
Yeah.
it. You want to go? Or me? Okay, fine. I'll do that. Okay. Help me navigate. Okay, Vani.
Yes.
All right. Okay, let's start. So, what's the story called? I'm
It's
sorry.
called This New Old House. Bharvi, how are
Okay.
you feeling? Are you all good?
Uh, yeah, yeah, I'm good. I'm
Grab
just
on,
like
grab,
very
grab onto something
apprehensive.
comforting, guys. Grab onto something
It's okay. It's okay.
comforting.
We'll power through.
Yes.
Yes,
We'll make
that's
it
the
through.
spirit.
Girl
All
bar.
right,
Yes.
good. Oh, the powerful skills. Okay. Anyways, let's start. So, we bought an old house, my boyfriend and I. He's in charge of the new construction, converting the kitchen into the master bedroom, for instance, while I'm on wallpaper removal duty. The previous owner papered every wall and ceiling. Removing it is brutal, but oddly satisfying. The best feeling is getting a long peel, similar to your skin when you're peeling from a sunburn. I don't know about you, but I kind of make a game of peeling, on the hunt for the longest piece before it rips. Under a corner section of paper in every room is a person's name and a date. Curiosity got the best of me one night when I Googled one of the names and discovered the person was actually a missing person. The missing date matching the date under the wallpaper. The next day, I made a list of all the names and dates. Sure enough, each name was for a missing person with dates to match. We notified the police, who naturally sent out the crime scene team. One text say, I overheard one text say, "Yup, it's a human." Human? What's human? Ma'am, where is the material you removed from the walls already? This isn't wallpaper you were removing.
Okay.
That is
This
the
was
worst
this was
place to end the
clickbait.
story.
This was clickbait. It wasn't horror. It was crime scene.
It was just gory. That's all it was.
The
This
peel, the long peel, the satisfaction of the long peel. Oh God. But do you ever get that satisfaction? Do you peel your skin, or when you're wounded, do you peel that
Dude, I
platelet?
had this.
I do
So when
that.
platelets like okay now, when platelets like collect on like top of it. I used to like removing that a lot as a child, and I don't know
Yeah.
why. Whenever I get nervous, I have this habit of biting off the skin around my nails. I'm so sorry. Also, there's a flight going by
Mm,
because I live near the airport.
I understand. I
Can you
understand.
hear this? Can you hear it?
Not really, no. No, it was.
So I just today I was thinking, Tinko, ki why was it like how come all of a sudden like these flights are going by? And then I realized the lockdown is slowly lifting up. And then I was sad for a minute because I was like, shit, these flights are gonna get back into action. But yeah. So
Someday they had to. All
uh,
right. That
do
wasn't so
you
scary, was it?
yeah, it was a clickbait, I feel, because yeah.
I
No.
didn't
Let's
realize it'd be
read.
only one
Let's read one
paragraph
more.
though.
Yeah, all of these are like really short, Parvi. Like they are just incidents
Yeah.
that have happened to
Yeah,
people.
really.
So I just
The
look
Stephen
at the
takes his time.
This won't be so bad then,
Stephen
Vani.
takes his time in caring. Yeah.
okay, I'll just look at the comments for a minute. Oh, RR is okay. Vaibhav is here. He can't. RR is not playing well. Um,
Tough man, tough.
which team do you guys support, Bharvi and Aditi?
Mumbai Indians, of course.
Aditi, Kings 11 Punjab.
नहीं यार ऐसा do you support them?
I just have a soft corner for them.
Yeah, me too. Because it's creepy and it's Punjab and it's I don't
yeah,
know
it's Shimla
cool
meets
combination.
Punjab.
That's the only sentimental
yeah.
value I had. That's
Do you
it.
watch IPL otherwise?
I don't.
Me too.
Not a
I
cricket.
Bharvi?
I kind of keep a tab on like the standings, but I don't watch like the
Hi.
matches. If it's a final or
Both
something,
of
yes.
you
And if
stuff?
it's in a stadium, I will go to it because that is a whole different atmosphere in itself. Like
Okay.
going to Wankhede or something for a match is great.
Yeah,
I
I've heard
watched
that in a.
an IPL match last year or last to last year. It was Hyderabad versus Kolkata, if I'm not wrong. Yeah,
Which team did you
coffee
support?
interesting. Hyderabad. I was viewing it at Hyderabad so stadium.
Were they winning though?
Yeah, they won. And I saw Preeti also. She was there. So it was Hyderabad and Kings 11, and I was supporting Hyderabad. So that's how far I can go.
I don't know. Something inside of me screamed traitor for a minute. for a moment.
Yes. It screams every time I watch an IPL match.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you know what? Like one day we were streaming and we decided like I think I should tell you Aditi because both of us are from Himachal, and we decided what would Himachali team be called, and we decided there would be Pahadi Topis. The name for them.
Oh, nice.
If
Nice.
you
Calling a
guys,
team Topis.
yeah, the
it
topi,
reminded me of that Hera Fairy ka dialogue. Iski topi uske saath.
Okay, I thought like the dumb people are usually called topi. Is that right?
Yeah,
No.
it's in
What are
kind of
you
a
guys
reference to
talking
that.
about? I have no idea.
She's
What is
talking
this
about
reference to?
a movie Hera Fairy na. Hera Fairy
Yeah,
mein they're like
yeah. It
iski
wasn't
topi
Hera
uske
Fairy
sir.
or yeah, it was for Hera Fairy where you remember when Akshay Kumar is trying to explain what he does to Bipasha Basu, and in the background someone says iski topi
No,
uske saath.
that was the name of his college, right? He said,
Yeah. He made an
yeah.
abbreviation of that.
And I
That's so
was
funny.
talking about people being dumb. They're called topis. Like duck
Yeah,
I
so
topi.
didn't
when
know that.
people,
I
it's
Bengali.
in
didn't know that.
connection to that. No, when people are being dumb and they're called topis, that is why the phrase comes like iski topi uske saath. I think I'm not sure about the etymology,
Yeah,
but I'm
iski topi
assuming.
uske sir. I think when they like just blame you for something else and then the
Yeah,
blame keeps on passing. I maybe.
yeah, maybe who knows?
But there's
Okay.
this funny thing, like everywhere you go, you'll find something. Like I just came to like the previous company, the dumb people were called Bengan. In this company, the dumb people are called bread. Kya bread hai yaar? College it was
Bread,
easy.
हाँ,
Bread.
ये मैंने भी सुना. I think this is a regional thing. I think Mohali में these people are tagged as bread.
Yeah,
I
and
guess
even Bengan.
I
Kya Bengan hai yaar?
Bengan.
I
breads
have
I have
never heard
heard.
this in any
Embedded.
office setting up till now.
Bharvi is the elitist of us. Have you
Mm,
so Kulu,
I
like
don't know.
when I was studying in Kulu, the people were called Nanda. Kya Nanda hai yaar? Nanda. So Nanda is like one.
What's Nand?
Nanda is
Nanda
like
Multi?
really dumb.
Nata is even a Marathi
Nanda.
word, na? Ha, ki.
Nanda.
I'm familiar with this word. This is
Nanda.
common. Like, like
Cool.
Nata is someone very like childish.
Not Nata,
Oh,
Nanda.
Oh,
Nanda.
okay.
Yeah.
Nanda.
Na and then some her and then Nanda. Okay.
Oh,
Look
okay.
how we are.
okay.
I'm
We're going into regional etymology from scary
because we're
stuff.
trying to avoid the horror and spooky stories. So yeah.
Okay.
Jibin
The
is saying this may be the first time we're hearing comedy from Hera Fairy in a horror stream.
but yeah, it's all right. But let's
It's
just
okay.
quickly move to the next short story. Guys, there are 30 short stories. Do you have any number apart from one? And why don't you pick Bharvi? What story would you like to read? Pick a number, wild number.
9.
9. So we'll pick up the ninth story, and apart from 1 and 9, what is the other short story that you would want us to read from these 30 stories? We can quickly pick that up. Right, guys? 9. I'll just quickly move to 9.
Yeah.
Let's just hope that's not a clickbait. And let's just hope Bharvi. देखते आपने
Yeah.
कैसी choice करी है. It's, do you want to see? It's The
The
Perfect Plan
perfect
by Hunt
plan.
Frog. Why don't you read it?
Yeah. On Monday, I came up with the perfect plan. No one even knew we were friends. On Tuesday, he stole the gun from his dad. On Wednesday, we decided to make our move during the following day's pep rally. On Thursday, while the entire school was in the gym, we waited just outside the doors. I was to use the gun on whoever walked out first. Then he would take the gun and go into the gym blasting. I walked up to Mr. Quinn, the guidance counselor, and shot him in the face 3 times. He fell back into the gym dead. The shots were deafening. We heard screams in the auditorium. No one could see us yet. I handed him the gun and whispered, "Your turn." He ran to the gym and started firing. I followed a moment after. He hadn't hit anyone yet. Kids were scrambling and hiding. It was mayhem. I ran up behind him and tackled him. We struggled. I wrenched the gun out of his hands, turned it on him, and killed him. I closed his mouth forever. On Friday, I was anointed a hero. It was indeed the perfect plan.
None of these stories are ghost
Uh,
stories, but then they are so creepy.
that's diabolical.
Aren't, aren't you glad these are not horror stories?
Yeah, I
Just
mean,
Yeah,
somebody
these
was
are just
disappointed
like
as well.
they're fans.
these, these are crime stories. I like crime stories.
Me too.
And like, like intelligent crime stories, somehow I'm a bigger rooter for like someone carrying out the perfect murder and not getting caught than someone, following a detective going around trying to figure it out.
The number 9 was your type then.
Yeah.
Okay, someone chose 17, but so let's. Okay, that's Saptarshi.
Yeah.
God, I don't think these are these. The title says 30 short horror stories. None of these are horror, I think. Let's see, 17th. Yeah. The Happiest Day of My Life by
Oh wow.
Recludus. Yep, it's too short. It'll be done quick. I watched as my soon-to-be father-in-law held his daughter's hand as he walked down the aisle. Tears streamed down his face as the wedding march that played in the background reminded him that, in a few minutes, he would be watching me hold his daughter's hand and slipping on her ring. He walked up to the altar and I took hold of her hand, grinning from ear to ear. It was the happiest day of my life. My bride's father got down on his knees and started begging. Please, I did what you asked, just please give my daughter back. I glared at him. Shut up and stop ruining the moment. If you sit back and down and enjoy the ceremony, maybe I'll tell you where I've hidden the rest of her body. Okay.
This is the
What?
shock factor in everything.
I heard a I heard you gasping. What was the gasp for?
He says, shut up and stop ruining the moment. If you sit back
Mm.
down and enjoy the ceremony, maybe I'll tell you where I've hidden the rest of her body.
Who was walking down? Who? Why
Wait,
don't
I
know?
share the screen again. Wait. So I watched. So there's a guy who's standing at the altar, and he can see
Yeah.
his father-in-law holding his daughter's hand as he walked down the aisle, and there are tears streaming down his face. And he
Because it's just
takes,
the hand, right?
yeah, it's just the hand.
Okay. Gross. Fine. Okay. My rights are.
And then
This
Probably.
he's just crying, and the father breaks down, and you're still, please, I did what you asked, just please give my daughter back. And he glares at him, and he's like, shut up and stop ruining the moment. Moment, if you
So
sit back down and just,
what do you think he did? What was he asked to do?
I don't know, I didn't
I think he's
Mm.
just chopped up her
really
body into too many parts. That's all he's done.
got
And
to.
like probably hidden them in like a freezer somewhere.
I think that's the most interesting story we did so far. Thanks
Yeah.
the person who suggested this number.
Saptarshi.
Saptarshi.
Oh God. No wonder.
God.
Someone says story 9 was by Abbas Mastan.
Okay, Saptarshi has shared something with us, so I'll quickly go to Reddit and check that out. I'll share the screen with you guys as well. So let
Okay,
me know if you guys can see my screen clearly.
I can.
Yep. Okay, and pick any that you want to read. Maybe we can do one.
Mm,
This is pretty interesting. Okay.
mm,
Do not
okay.
speak with the mysterious hikers on Rai Mountain Park. Do you want to read this one? I think this got the most upvotes, and it's pretty decently long. It's too
Oh,
long. Do you guys still want to read it?
mm, your call.
You're
Is
the
it
guest,
four
guys.
hours?
I'm going to be hospitable tonight.
I don't mind reading it.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. So, Bharvi, do you want to take the lead on this?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Can you zoom in a little bit?
sure. Let's see. Okay, is this better?
Yeah.
Hmm.
When the weather permits, myself and my dog Roxy take a hike on one of the various trails that inhabit the Rye Mountain Park. The peak of the mountain offers phenomenal views of the Hudson River and surrounding woods. With autumn in full spring, the vibrant oranges, yellows, and reds leave a breathtaking view. Roxy has become quite the hiker at this point in her young life. She keeps ahead of me, carefully moving with each step, her backpack strapped on with her own gear. Roxy and I usually spend the weekend camping out in Dry Mountain if we have the opportunity. Getting away from people, especially during the quarantine, has given me a great excuse to spend my free time camping. Certain areas of the large park can get quite crowded, especially ones that are closer to various swimming lakes. As the colder weather has swept in, most of the casual campers have closed it for the season. This time happens to be my favorite to camp. Not too hot and the nights are just cold enough to keep bundled up in the tent. Roxy and I spent many nights huddled together in our tent, keeping each other warm, cooking food over an open flame and watching the sea of stars above us. It really is quite peaceful out here. That is until the hikers find you. I
Um,
remember,
yeah,
yeah, you're
I'm so
saying that?
sorry. Is it okay if like let's just like mix it up a bit and maybe Aditi can take the lead here
Yeah, yeah,
with
yeah, of
all of
course.
us? Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Can you scroll down?
yeah. I remember the yeah.
Yeah. I remember the first group I saw. Roxy and I had headed off trail, about a mile or so to a more secluded spot near a stream, a flat open area that was perfect to set our tent up. Roxy played by the water, nipping at the tiny rapids while I set up camp. We were planning on staying till Sunday, then hiking out. I had a few hot dogs, beans, and veggies I was going to cook up for the two of us that night. As the sun settled, disappearing behind the horizon, the quietness set in. Not a soul to be seen where we were, off the beaten path, isolated, just the way we like it. I had a carry pistol just in case a black bear or mountain lion decided to investigate our remote camp. Many a night, Roxy would let out a guttural growl from within the tent, outside into the darkness of something circling our camp. In these parts, animals are the least of your concerns. It's the hikers that legend says to be wary of. Dusk came without an incident. I grilled hot dogs, cutting up bits of Roxy to enjoy. Okay, sorry, cutting up bits for
It's
Roxy
for
to enjoy. I mean, this just got interesting. Okay, I, bo- I boiled the veggies and sipped on a nice IPA. What's an IPA? Okay.
I'm not sure.
Uh, it was that right time at night where the sky is just dark enough that the stars start to reveal themselves. Roxy and I marveled at as they twinkled above us. We headed in the tent for the rest of the night. I poured water over the fire, put away any leftover food, and zipped ourselves in for the night. Sleep came easy in the tent. I often slept better out in the woods than in my own bed. As did Roxy, it seemed. It must have been about 3 a.m. or so when I first heard it. A large rustling out in the woods woke me from my sleep. I tossed in my blankets as the sound rustled on. I listened closely, hearing Roxy snore deeply. The rustling drew closer, sounding more like footsteps. Was someone out there? I thought. Maybe a park ranger telling me I'm not allowed to camp this far out. I popped my head out from the tent, my eyes adjusting to the darkness, trying to follow the sound. The rustling came from the side, we originally hiked in from. Three figures emerged from the darkness, the moonlight illuminating them before me.
I don't want to read this part. I'm sorry.
Hello, hello, I groggily
Yeah.
asked. Three figures, two men and one woman, were standing still as statues with no hiking gear on. Hello there, one of them asked as they emerged from the darkness. Can I can I help you? I replied, fumbling for my utility knife. Can we use your fire? One of the men asked in a monotone voice. Yeah, can you give me a minute? Roxy was still sound asleep. I threw on my coat and headed out to meet the strangers. The three of them had sat down around the fire pit. I struggled to light it in the cold, but managed to get a spark. You want to go ahead, Bharvi or
Yeah.
Vani?
Yeah, Bharvi, do you want to take the lead or shall I?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Cool.
Okay. Where are you guys headed to? I asked. One of the men turned towards me, his face blank and cold. We're out for a hike, just like you. But you guys don't have any gear? It's dangerous to walk around without a light out here. The three individuals all turned to face me. We don't need lights where we're going, the woman replied. A chill was creeping up my spine, unsure if it was the temperature or the creepy people that emerged from the woods to find my remote camp. I couldn't put my finger on how they found me all the way out here. I was like a needle in a haystack, and the spot I picked. But why didn't they have any gear with them? It looked like they just rolled out of bed and decided to walk 7 miles into the woods in the dark. We sat, the four of us, by the fire for about 20 minutes, all in silence. The fire crackled before us. They seemed to be put in a trance by it. When the awkwardness of the whole situation came to a boiling point, I finally stood up and asked them to leave. I think I'm going to head back to bed. I would appreciate it if you and your friends leave my campsite. The three individuals all rose in unison, their shadows dancing around the flames. I poured the rest of my water bottle on the fire, extinguishing it, their bodies engulfed by the surrounding darkness. The pressure seemed to rise as the four of us stood in the darkness, nervously clutching my utility knife, praying I wouldn't have to use it. The figures turned like soldiers towards the woods and headed in a seemingly random direction. Thank you, they all replied. I watched as their dark shapes disappeared into the woods. I didn't get much sleep that night, if any. When morning finally came, I packed up camp and Roxy and I headed home. But that was when I didn't know the dangers of the mysterious hikers. Before I knew never to speak with them if I encountered them out on a camping trip. After speaking with people around town and finding old news articles at the library about them, the sinister feeling started to wash over me. I was not the only person to meet a mysterious group of hikers in the sites. Camp. Sorry, I think I missed a
In
line.
the woods.
Yeah, in the woods. I came to find I was one of the only ones to survive an encounter with them. Reports began popping up in my research of brutalized campsites. campers strewn to bits, their belongings ravaged. Locals chopped it up to hungry animals deep in the woods, but autopsy results showed something different. Marks from strangulation, slices from glass, and knives along their bodies. The worst being human bite marks on the corpses. Something is out there in those woods. Not a lot of people like talking about them. Word of mouth is that you see any of these mysterious hikers that,
That
let me
you,
think.
I'm so sorry, I'm moving in.
Yeah,
That you should
sorry.
just hunker down.
That you should just hunker down in your camp and wait for them to leave. My mind flashes back to the night I first encountered the group. I felt like I was on borrowed time after I spoke with them. Hiking after all the research I did lost its glamour, feeling more like I was trespassing on land that I wasn't supposed to be on, that I was unwelcome and unsafe in the parks that I had spent so many nights before. So I've taken my hiking to other areas where no one has heard of mysterious night hikers. But sometime always something always draws me back to Rye Mountain. Roxy and I will do day trips there if I can get past the initial uneasy feeling in my stomach. Maybe one of these days I'll spend a night again, see if my old friends come to pay a visit.
Old
It was a
friends are we? Old friends, he calls them.
Why would
Well,
you want to go back for and wait for them?
good.
this this was a clickbaity article. Oh, yeah.
Hmm. You know what? Like midway through it, I was like, okay, I was happy with the
Then I just turned up
crime.
this.
Yeah.
I just messed up a word and it all went. It was
That was the
amazing.
best though. You just Saptarshi commented Aditi cut up a perfectly good dog there.
As
that
if
was
my
like
mind,
fun.
as if my mind wanted to read something horror.
I was like,
So
what?
why where is that? Where is the turning point?
इसमें तो
Chopping
कुछ
of the
हॉरर
dog.
हुआ ही नहीं ना, इसमें तो सिर्फ दूसरे लोग के साथ हॉरर हुआ था, इसके साथ तो कुछ हुआ ही नहीं.
कुछ भी
No,
नहीं
no,
हुआ था.
no. The three guys that visited him were ghosts.
हाँ, but like they didn't do any horror-y thing to him. They just sat by the
Huh.
fire and
But
went
like,
away.
yeah. But I think this was just an experience he was sharing. But like Bharvi, if
Yeah,
there'll be a
yeah,
ghost, you'll have drinks with him or whatever. You'll be shit scared when you realize that person was a
of
ghost.
course. I'm not saying I
Okay.
wouldn't be.
Oh, this one didn't end here. The second one is linked to the other part. Wow, Saptarshi, thank you so much.
Oh,
Saptarshi is making sure we don't sleep tonight.
yeah.
Thanks, Saptarshi. Thanks.
Okay, I think that was a link to a post somewhere else, not the link to. Yep,
It might
yeah.
be like a
It
blog post
wasn't,
or
yeah,
something.
it was a link to some other post. God. Cool. But like,
Where
it
where
wasn't
where are you
really.
on the sleepometer?
See, I'm so
0 being
happy.
you're gonna sleep okay, and 10 being you're not gonna sleep at all.
I'm
Where
so
are you?
happy it was a story about a hiker out there in the woods, and I'll sleep in like a cemented house.
Yeah, like this didn't surprisingly do anything for me, at least on the horror, not being
Hmm.
able to sleep
Now we
thing.
know, like, now we know who's the bravest, the second bravest, and the coward in this Zoom call today in this
Oh,
stream. Guess who
Oh,
is the bravest, Bharvi?
I
of
think
course, it's Aditi.
Vani. Vani, guys.
It's me for reading
Of
the
course.
story.
For obvious reasons, it's Vani.
I will invite you again. Let's meet again. Aditi.
I'm making sure I'm keeping all my
But
bases covered.
yes. Okay. Saptarshi says he has nice real life horror stories. I mean, some from my own life, some from my school. Saptarshi, please share them with us. We'll be happy to hear from you
Saptarshi, why
about your
don't you
story.
share these on our Saturday stream, Saptarshi?
I
Do
am
this.
I'm very happy I'm getting content.
Saptarshi, you and I need to talk. We need to have a conversation.
Samir has commented, you need to sort by top posts of the past month here on that sub for your sleepometer to really go. See, that's the thing, Samir. You don't want a sleepometer to go haywire.
I'm glad we didn't do that.
I'm glad as well. Like, I am just like really scared. I don't know why. There's no like reason for me to be scared, but one thing I'm really scared of is like And like I'm a very rational person.
Do you know, Vani, do you know that in Himachal, people celebrate their own version of Halloween?
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
What is this? Tell me.
Even so, my father told me. So his somebody from his family side was into all of this witchcraft and wizardry,
Shiz,
let's
dude.
just call it. And they used to celebrate it. And they had some supernatural powers. Like they could fly. I mean, lift off the
Could
ground
fly?
a little.
Whoa.
Like lift off the ground a little. Yeah.
How did they do it?
I don't know. I didn't I didn't want to get
Static
into the
electricity?
details.
That was the dumbest
बाल
thing
नहीं
I
खड़े
could
होते
say.
थे.
Oh
Like
God.
electricity हमारी जरूर हो जाएगी after listening to this.
So
But yeah,
But there's
so
this one
that's the
trick,
first I heard
okay?
of it. And
sorry, Bharvi, what?
No, I'm just saying that there's this one trick where if you stand in like a profile position and you have both your legs together, and if you just go up on one heel, like on one
I
heel, like if this
I
these are
can
your
do
legs, if
that.
you just go like that, if you're completely profile in one line, people can think that you're floating on the ground.
That's
It's very
interesting.
interesting. Like
I
I
I
also saw
I,
this
I
somewhere and I
used to do
tried
that.
doing it.
Yeah,
Aditi
I used to
can
do
try
that.
as well.
No, optical illusion
It
is what
looks
I
so
can do.
real. It's
So
so real.
it does look. I have freaked out so many people from this trick. I kid you not. I learned this from. Remember David Blaine, the magician.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So
David Blaine's
हाँ
trick,
तो
na, this is.
so he taught people how to do this, and it was so amazing. And
Yeah.
if you know how to do this, you can actually creep people out to an extent.
It's scary. Like I saw someone do this on some other stream and I was like, whoa, what is this?
So my brother used to do this trick, removing the thumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
और बचपन में वो मेरे साथ ऐसे करता था, and I'm like, क्या? What is the sorcery? I don't know what is happening. I can't do this. How do you do it?
God.
So yeah, that was another fun incident.
Bharvi, there's a comment for you. Survival Instinct said you're the bravest with that Batman t-shirt.
Yes, I am. Batman's going to help me out.
So, you know what, there's this, I don't know, like, as you go like Upar Himachal mein, so if there are any Himachalis that are watching this, please let me know.
Shout out.
Yeah, so this say that जैसे आप ऊपर like upper reaches में जाते जाते हैं वैसे जाते हो या I don't know the correct how to say this, but
We understood,
the
yeah.
higher you go, the people start getting like more trained or fluent in witchcraft. So my father's first posting was in Rohtang, and there was this woman who used to send him like black notes with written love letters in her blood and shiz, and she would collect like garbage from my father's house and everything. And my grandmother got like shit scared and called him back. It was like really crazy.
That is
That's
scary.
voodoo.
If someone
That's
It
writing
is
love
voodoo.
letters
scary.
in blood.
And collecting garbage from his house and
Wow.
That is voodoo. That's legit voodoo. You can take
yeah.
the person's belongings and then torture them with it.
Voodoo is that pinning dolls, na?
Yes.
Yeah. And then
Oh
actually my
God.
father got sick and he confessed this, I think, to my grandmother. And then my grandmother just called him back. And yeah, so well, I don't know what happens, but
You
there are like,
you got to believe in these things, man. I don't understand people. I don't trust people who don't believe in such things. Let
but
me
why
just
do you
say
have to
that.
believe in such things? There's no like, there's
Because it
no,
has happened. Because it happens
I
in real life.
like, I don't know. I just like, sometimes it's just like like how like there are when you take care of the plants, if you talk to them every day, they're all fine. There are just like some vibes of some people. So I know like whenever I used to keep, I wouldn't name people who might watch this stream, but there are certain people, if I leave my plants with them, my plants just like wither off. So I also think it's the vibe of the other person. It's not always like,
Maybe they're just
Hmm.
careless.
Yeah.
yeah, that
Yeah.
too, like some people are just careless. And no, actually,
Hmm.
technically, no. But it's also like you have to be a certain way around every living thing and
Or maybe your
organism.
plants just need their mommy.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
But
They
I
miss you.
genuinely don't believe in like all these things like astrology, etc., etc. Although I know people who are like strong believers in all these pseudosciences. Now I've taken the
Astrology, I don't believe, but like, ghosts and stuff, I'm on the fence. Like, I don't know if it's kind of like, being agnostic, where I
dude,
don't know what to believe.
yeah,
Mm.
I think it's the same reason, like same thing with me. But in normal times, I am very logical about this. But then, like, if I'm like just like if I'm like poked and I have to react in like within a second, I can get shit scared. But then if to think about it, like it'll obviously be a bad decision to make. But yeah.
Mm.
But I've
Yeah.
heard people tell me so many stories, and I'm like, not so many people, but so there was an ex-colleague, and she told me about this guy who visited her, and she saw him standing at the edge of his bed, and I was like, what? Why are you still alive? If I would have seen somebody like that in front of me,
Yeah, I'm so glad nothing like
That's
this has
just
happened with
psychotic
me.
behavior.
I
Yeah.
would.
That's
I
just
was like,
psychotic behavior. That's not ghost.
dude, I
My
don't know.
driver used to tell me ghost stories, like not my driver per se, but
Hmm.
like there used to be this one guy who used to work for us. He was kind of like a he used to do a little bit of everything. And when I was young, he was almost like a brother. Like we used to be very close to him. And he told me this one thing where, and he told me this after we've grown up, okay?
Yeah.
And me and my cousins. So he had gone to his gaon, something somewhere, and he taken the car and he was coming back. And this was very close to where he used to stay. And like of course, like close to where my cousins used to stay too. And the highway part, if he's going and he's like, there is this one particular zone which is very, very accident prone, okay? And
Mhm.
that is true. Matlab, there have been abnormal number of accidents in that particular zone. So
Okay.
people don't know why exactly. It's just a highway ka stretch. There's nothing very different about that stretch and any other stretch. But according to him, he's like, I just survived an accident, and like his whole typical thing where he saw a woman standing on the side of the road, and she was in a white dress, and I stopped him for a lift, and he stopped and he gave her a lift. And then got really weird where he tried saying she came onto him. And I was like, okay, what? Why are you saying this? No, but then, and
That's
also,
just
like
someone
when he's
lonely.
like, no, then whatever, he dropped her off wherever he wanted to. And the next day he saw the same person again at the very same spot and stuff like that. And I'm like, should I be creeped out by this, or is this really sleazy? What is happening? I'm not understanding.
I don't understand why most of the ghosts are women. Like, why are most ghosts only women?
Exactly. Exactly.
Good. You just said a mouthful there, Vani. You just said a mouthful there. Good.
I'm just like, God, dude, I'm shit scared right now. But then, yes, I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't want to be scared of women. But so
if
somebody had,
if you could come back as a ghost, would you? I mean, would you want to haunt somebody or some people? Do you have that kind of a? I don't
I
know
don't
how to
think
put
I
it.
would want to haunt people. But Bharvi, what do you have to say about it? I'll let Bharvi answer
I would
first.
love. I want to come back and haunt people. I think it'd be really fun because I wouldn't be like. I would be a fun ghost. I think I wouldn't be like, oh, scare them and then just don't give any explanation. I'd scare them and then appear and make friends with them too somehow.
What about you, Aditi?
So I want to be like
Your
a Casper kind of
Bhootnath.
ghost.
I want to be the intellectual
Ah,
ghost
that's
because I know
cute.
time will not be an issue with me. So, like, you can do whatever you want
Intellectual
to.
ghost as
That is
Like,
actually
we can
interesting.
read as much as we want, blah, 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 watch as many. Okay, I think watching movies will be a little difficult,
Did you
but
like the
like,
Harry Potter ghosts? The each house ka ghosts.
they used to just, I haven't.
Nearly Headless Nick had like a whole backstory to him, and I used to love Nearly Headless
well.
Nick.
What about you, Aditi? Would you want to come back as a ghost who terrorizes people or?
I mean, I would want to come back, um, but not terrorize. I mean, yeah.
give the
Not
British
terrorized,
film
but I just want to
recommendations.
be there.
Right?
From
British
beyond the
film
grave. Yeah,
recommendations on the
sure.
wall.
Go watch episode 4.
Please become a patron.
Yeah, baby.
But why do ghosts have to always be scary? I don't understand.
Because I
Oh,
think they can't. Yeah.
it reminds me, I used to watch this show. It was called True Calling, I think. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. So uspe, there's this protagonist. She is, she's a detective, or I don't know, she has a day job, but then she can see these spirits. Okay? And in each episode, she used to, uh, a spirit used to come up to her and then explain their backstory of how they died and why are they still lingering in this
Okay.
universe. And then she used to help them, depart this world and, go beyond. So I thought that was very interesting. And she used to, because these spirits are here for a reason, is what they have showed in the series. And they used to come up to her and say, listen, this is what I want to do. I wasn't able to do this before I died, and could you please help me do this? Or I want to communicate with my son or my daughter or my husband or wife, whatever. Could you please pass on this message to the person? और वो पहले जब जाती थी उनके पास कह के कि मुझे ये दिख रहे हैं and they want to pass on this message, तो वो उसको मजाक में देते थे कि ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है and all of that. And then she used to give the backstory कि, to make them realize कि हाँ, that she has seen that their person. And then she used to, bring them to peace eventually by the end of the episode. और वो हर episode में ऐसे होता था. And I thought that would be a cool job, nahin? If you were able to do that. These are not scary ghosts. They're just here looking for help.
But
I
doesn't
became
that,
loony. Okay.
Awkward silence one.
I actually think this, okay, so this really reminded me of one very amazing book. Like, it's a very nice recommendation. It's by Neil Gaiman. It's called The Graveyard Book. It is so nice. Like, the whole concept of the book is that there's this very young boy whose entire family gets murdered. And this is at the very start of the book, there's no spoilers. And there's a graveyard right next to his house, and he goes up, like, the very night the murderer is in his house, he somehow escapes and just goes to the graveyard where all the people who have died, their ghosts live in that graveyard, and those ghosts raise the guy. And it's very cute. Like, there's all different types of ghosts, and like from when they used to live, and they've always just stayed there. It's a very nice book. There's nothing horror-y about it, but like, I'm like, those are the kind of ghosts I want to meet.
So जब मैंने ये देखा था, तो I was like, this, I could do this.
This reminds me of this movie I never saw, but I've told people I've seen The Sixth Sense, and I think Saptarshi commented it in the comments as well. So yeah. Wait, Saptarshi had commented, if I become a ghost someday, I will annoy people, like take away their towel, hide their socks, make their watches 30 minutes faster, discharge their phones fast, etc. Saptarshi, dude, you can. And I then saw a reply as well, and someone said, Saptarshi, you can still do that. You don't have to be. That was a shot. If I die and come back, this is something Sagar said. Okay, guys, what would you do if you come back as a ghost? Please let us know in the comments. Sagar says, if I die and come back as a ghost, I would just hang out in movie theaters and watch good movies for the rest of the eternity. I would do the book reviews, not book reviews, book reading.
Yeah,
imagine me reviewing books. You can't see that. You can't
Vaani
see what...
from beyond the graves recommending books still.
But I don't know, it'll be so difficult to communicate because apparently you can't get ghosts on cameras, and then I'll be just sitting here and then I will be writing on the wall.
Interesting question for you. If you could,
that stream would do so well though.
If you could be, or if you could get that spirit from someone who has already passed away, who would you choose?
Matlab, if you were to talk to a spirit of someone who's already
not talk
away.
No, not talk, matlab
bring them back from the dead.
No, be that person who has died.
Oh.
And then what do you do of yourself? Do you let it go? Because I love myself enough.
Exactly.
Alrighty. Moving on. मैं अपनी favorite हूँ.
मैं अपनी favorite guys. No, but like it was a genuine question. I don't know why I'm going to into this that deep, but yeah, of course we can have ourselves back. But just in case I wake up as that person tomorrow morning, that'll be weird.
It'll be very weird waking up in someone else's body like that.
It'll be so weird waking up like, say, see Jane Austen. She was cool, but then so were so many other people.
So many.
You know, there's like a theory where people say Jane Austen was actually transgender.
Yeah, I've heard that.
It's very interesting. Like people
I
have
don't
made
give
entire video
anything.
essays about it.
Yeah, I don't really care who she was, but
Yeah.
I love the character she made. The reason why I was so like, I think I found my confidence in her books. Because she was, I think, one of the first writers that I read, just ki heroines weren't waiting to be rescued or shit like that.
Yeah, dude.
That was
Which
one
is why
thing.
she wasn't even very famous. Like her writing was famous among very few people when she was actually
Yeah.
alive. Nah.
Most of these female authors, like, or even like a lot of male authors, like, shot to fame after their death, which is so sad. Imagine you're a Franz Kafka and you're 40 and you die, and after that, your writings just transform the world, and while you're alive, you just feel you're useless.
Yeah.
So bad. We need more kindness in this world.
Yeah.
Okay. There is also Aditya Dinesh said, I will do to Saptarshi what he will do to the others, and then Aparichit will happen. That's interesting. I don't know. Aparichit is a movie, no? If I'm not wrong.
I've not seen it.
I have, of course, not seen it. But yeah. Then
Aditya says Kafka OP. Kafka OP indeed.
Need to search for ghost partner. It will be lonely out there.
Aww.
We can make a pact right now, guys. But yeah.
You know, there's this very, very amazing book that I found at a very random, used book sale kind of thing. And I picked it up because it was very cute and small. And like it's basically a children's book. But wait, I think I can find it. Can I go get it?
Yeah, sure, Bharvi.
Just a second.
Also, Survival Instinct just paid us super chat. So, and he said, watch The Curse of Jinn. It's Turkish horror. Aditi, we'll definitely pick it up. Maybe we can do a girls' night out or maybe a girls' sleepover thing and you can come to. So, guys, Aditi and I live like 30 minutes away and we still haven't met each other. This is our first e-meet. But yeah, maybe we can do a girls' night and we can watch Curse of Jinn.
Oh, are you up for it? Or are you going to make me miserable throughout?
I think so I have a funny story. So I was in college. It was like one of the first weeks of first year. It was, and the girls decided we are going to burn and let's watch like a horror movie and everything. So they all gathered on my bed. Out of all the beds in the dorm, it was my bed, the chosen one. And they started playing. I think it was, I don't know, I don't remember. It was The Conjuring, I think. And so my room was on 0th floor and the guard was outside and just the credits had started coming in and I was screaming already. I was like, no, I can't watch it. And I was like just screaming with tears in my eyes. And the guard came in and he's like, please, you sure ban kijiye and everything. So yeah, then the girls had to desert. They still did not, they kicked me out of my bed. So I slept in somebody else's bed that day while the girls watched it. And I slept quietly to Pink Floyd's music.
Who do you want to, watch these kinds of movies with?
Nobody. I don't want to watch these movies
I don't want to watch them only. That's so
I don't want to watch them at all.
The answer, let me help you. The answer is me. Okay? Me. Me. Pick me.
Pick me.
Love me.
Choose me. Love me. Yeah. Oh, Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
And the
so
person
we can
and
do
your person, okay?
Yeah. We can do. I'll promise you that I'll watch it if we plan what is it called? A pajama night? No, what night is it called? A lumber party? Yes.
Lumber party. Lumber. We know that Vaani is scared when she starts fumbling. Okay. I see. Hey, Akshit. Hi. A friend of mine is in the chat. He's asking, what's the difference between Bhutni, Diane, and Chudel? Interesting.
So I think
Chidel is a
Bhutni is a
witch, right?
spirit. I think
Chidel
that's
is a
Diane.
witch.
Or I don't know.
Diane is a witch. Right?
I don't know.
Diane is a witch.
One of them have ulta feet, and that just gave me such a weird picture. I want to cry right now.
Have you seen Bulbul?
Yeah.
No. I've read the Wikipedia summary, don't worry.
Okay.
I don't know. It's you know what? Sometimes when I speak about these things, I have like major I get so nervous, and it makes me want to cry, and like I start fumbling and everything. But it's so difficult because people don't get this fear. It's just like you're hydrophobic, and you're like, oh my god, that's water. I can't step in, and nobody else gets the same thing because they're like, I need to it, and then it's like just weird.
Yeah, I understand.
That is true. We never really understand anyone else's fear unless we have it.
Yeah.
And like I'm
But
just like
she says
taking deep
neighbors also.
breaths after every few minutes because I'm scared. I am late.
Do
Where
that,
is
do that.
Vaibhav? And what did I miss? Ashutosh. It's okay. We were reading horror stories. Actually, we were reading incidents explained to us by people, and which was scary. Where is Vaibhav? Vaibhav is having an emotional breakdown because of Rajasthan Royals. And what did I miss? Well, you missed.
Say,
You
a whole
missed.
lot of fun.
Yes.
Me and Vani
Uh,
trying to change the topic away from horror, basically.
Okay. Class division created among ghosts because of patriarchy, survival instinct. Is survival instinct so
There's,
common as are like really cool. But yeah.
This
there
survival
you
instinct
go.
wrote another comment about patriarchy also before, how they, because of
Yeah.
patriarchy, witches are supposed to be very evil. The New Yorker recently did a cartoon on the same thing, where there's like a witch flying in the cartoon, and there are a couple of men standing and scared of that person, calling that person a witch, and there was like a caption saying that men are always scared of powerful women.
So, makes sense. Hey,
I've seen
Bharvi,
that.
you were
Yeah.
there you had gone to get a book, right?
Yeah, it's in the other room. I really have to dig for it. I can give you the name for it. I have to.
Sure.
It'll come to me. It's like a long but very funny name.
So yeah, sure. Generic user
There's a
has asked me, why
question.
do you
Yeah.
read wiki summary of movies? I don't read wiki summary of movies, but I read the wiki summary of Bulbul because it's a horror
Bulbul.
movie, and I'll never be able to watch it because
It's so
I,
you'll be pleasantly surprised if you give it a
I,
shot.
I know. I tried watching it. I couldn't. I was so scared. I don't know. And I don't,
Yeah.
but
They
yeah,
have created that atmosphere. Yeah.
yeah. And Saptarshi
Hmm.
is, do you know about the witch trials of, whenever you're ready with the
Yeah.
answer, Bharvi, or with the book name, please let us know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
what is it?
Here it is. It's called Frightfully Friendly Ghosties.
And what is it about?
Okay, it's by Darren King, and it's a children's book. Okay, it's very short. It's this big, and it is just the most delightful short stories you will ever read. Like, it's one of my favorites, even though I'm this old.
It's completely
And
okay. We normalize children books here.
yeah, so it's basically in this house where there are a lot of different ghosts who stay in that house, and they call the people who stay there, the humans, they call them still alives. These are the still
Okay.
alives, and it is completely from the perspective of the ghosts rather than from the people who stay there, and it is about how these ghosts are just trying to figure out their power, what they have. It's like each ghost has some kind of power and some kind of some things they
That's
can't do,
interesting.
and then the ghosts are trying to help each other, they're messing with each other, and then they're just trying to figure out why these humans scared of us and stuff like that.
What's the
Well,
name of the
this
book
reminds
again?
me.
It's called Frightfully Friendly Ghosties.
Okay.
It's by
This
Frightfully.
reminds me of a movie I saw way back when. It's called The Others. It
Okay.
stars Nicole Kidman. So उसमें the whole movie goes about it follows these two children and their mother, Nicole Kidman, and they are living in this mansion, or they're living about going about their lives, or end में जाके पता, and they feel some presence in the house, ठीक है, and end में जाके पता चलता है that they were the actual ghost in the house.
It's a movie, right?
Oh.
It's a movie. It's a really nice movie.
There's someone who's trying to scare me in the comments. They're like, someone has joined Vaani Mahesh.
Yeah. Saptarshi asked, which Trails of Salem? Yes, Saptarshi.
Yeah.
The infamous. Yeah.
If you could be
Chudel
friends
is
with one
generally
dead.
ugly. Diane is supposed to be attractive. Oh, no name number 2 says Chudel is generally ugly. Diane is supposed to be attractive. Okay. Actually,
Is this where the Diane thing comes from? Where,
It's
if there's some woman who's trying to steal away someone's guy, she's called a Diane, right? Is this where it comes from? Because she's supposed to be attractive.
See, people call us everything. Chudel, Diane, whatever. They just need
very, very freely they accuse us of everything.
I hate this stream, dude, but I'm having a lot of fun. I wouldn't lie. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it becomes a chance. Sorry, yeah, you were saying, Aditi.
No, I was just reading comments.
I was just saying
given a chance. How fun. You go ahead.
Okay, I was just saying that if you're like a visual thinker and you read something, an image flashes in your head, and every time we read a comment about a certain like Diane Chudel, there's an image in my head, and I immediately it like I forgot like how to pronounce immediately right now because I just get so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
How powerful the visuals are. Yeah. Okay.
You were saying so. You were reading a comment. I'm sorry.
I was reading. Akshat is saying, if given a chance, how far back into the past would you want to go? I don't want to go to the past. I want to go to the future and probably come back. I don't know.
Why would you want to come back? Okay, I have a very bad, politically incorrect answer to that.
You want to share it?
No, I don't want to. I can share it after the stream on our girls group. Planning lumber party.
Do you guys want to time travel?
Never gonna happen.
Is that something you guys want to do?
Sorry, Bharvi, time travel.
Right? What is science doing? Why is there no time travel machine here?
I want my own Doraemon. Come on.
Dude, I really think we shouldn't be messing with time travel because of the whole time loop thing and all. Because if you go either into the past or the future and you mess up even one small thing, I really believe in the butterfly effect kind of thing, where even one small thing is going to drastically change how 10 years later is going to look like. So then you may kind of make things worse than they are right now. And there's a Stephen King book on this, by the way, talking of Stephen King.
Do you believe in alternate universes?
Yeah, kind of. I think so. I'm not sure.
I'm torn, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't know what to believe, that's why. I'm like that kind of person who doesn't completely form an opinion on something until I have all the proof in front of me. I need to be able to justify something to be able to say for sure that I 100% believe in it. So again, I don't know.
This is something I've realized about myself lately. I like to believe I'm very logical and I try to be very logical, but I've grown up fangirling. I was going to say AC/DC, but it's just DC and Marvel. And there, of course, you see Flash and the alternate universes and everything in it. And then you just, it's natural of us to want to believe that it exists. Now, the science demands and what we have been taught in school, to look at facts every time. And because I was an engineer, we naturally have to define everything. And therefore, I don't know, the kid inside of me just feels so bad because it wants to believe that there is an alternate universe. There's everything about Flash's grandson visiting from the future. and saving the world, whatever, blah blah blah, is true and is real. I think ये Young Justice में होता है. If you guys have seen the series where Flash का great grandson comes in, and then yeah, something like that, and then yeah, and I want to believe all these things, but of course science should be there, and yeah, now I'll just
I
over
think
Just
explain things.
commented. She just commented, everybody's gangster till they need to go.
Aditi
that is
Dinesh
so
is like,
true.
Flash is the stupidest science fiction. Hey, come on. Don't be so mean.
Okay.
We need kindness in this world, yeah.
Subtashi, this is going on your merch, man. This is so fun.
I need a poster of this in front of my washroom.
I know.
We should do quotable comments by Saptarshi. Everybody
yeah, let's
gangster till they need
start.
to.
Go to the
That would be a
bathroom at
thing.
4 a.m. in the
I'm
night.
clicking a
Yes.
screenshot of this. Everybody gangster till they need to go to the bathroom at 4 a.m. in the night.
However, I would change it to 3 a.m. because that is the satanic time. I don't know.
Oh yeah, 12 to 3, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's the
4
hour
is
of the
okay. 4
devil.
is just safe.
I really, Young Justice was really good. See, Rituraj Kashyap is here. Have you guys seen Young
Have you?
Justice?
No, I
No.
haven't.
It's a really cool cartoon. So it's about like Justice League में like Batman, Superman सब लोग थे. उनके like not younger version but उनके proteges and everything.
Oh,
Okay.
So pretty cool that way. 3 a.m. Bloody
3 a.m.
Mary.
Black Mary.
Yep. What else, guys? Had a chapter on the Sound of Thunder in school. Yeah, that have you guys read Sound of Thunder?
it feels familiar.
It's
Matlab,
by
like the
Ray
name, but I
Bradbury.
don't really.
Yeah, if I'm
No,
not
then I
wrong.
don't think I've read it.
Yeah, if I'm not wrong, it's a short story by Ray Bradbury, and it's about the butterfly effect. Rituraj, please correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, Doraemon's best gadget is Anywhere Door. This is something Sagar has commented. What are your favorite gadgets, guys?
Doraemon?
Yeah.
I think Doraemon itself is a gadget, right?
Dude, Doraemon's that pouch thing where he could remove whatever gadget he wants. I want that pouch, so I have everything there.
What is your favorite gadget? Like, give me one, not the pouch, but like one, just the one.
I don't know. I'd probably really like an invisibility cloak. It's a very cliche answer, but like or something for mind reading. Like I want to know. Like I'm very nosy like that. I really want to know what people think. I will never speak it out loud, but like I want to kind of know.
I don't think I want to do the mind reading thing. I'll know what everyone is thinking, and they'll bitch so much
Like I want
about
to
me,
do
and I'll
a
be
selective
sad. I don't
mind
want to do
reading.
that.
I don't want to.
Okay.
That's a whole
Yes,
story
What
in
about
itself.
Saptarshi
you,
said the
Aditi?
same thing.
What about you, Aditi?
Are we talking specifically Doraemon ka universe mein? The
Yeah,
gadget?
Doraemon ka universe mein.
So, does he have that door thing?
Yeah, I love that door thing as well. I want
Yeah.
that too. I am
Yeah,
eyeing that
That's
I
too.
think
cool.
Ashutosh has commented, now I've started to miss Vaibhav Bhai in this stream.
क्यों?
That's why. Like, such pretty
IPL
girls.
खत्म कब हुआ है?
Yeah. Whether is this just showing us away?
But yeah. But come on, Vaibhav is, I think, having. Okay, guys, let me know. Is Rajasthan Royals winning or losing? Maybe we can perceive how Vaibhav is feeling in this moment. Ashutosh would love nothing more, right? But yeah. Okay. Oh, there's this theory about Nobita as well, no? He's and Doraemon, like there's this, I don't know,
Well, don't
something
ruin it for
about.
me, lady.
Are you gonna
Don't
watch it
ruin it
really?
for me.
The entire thing?
I watched it. So
Pura?
I have that. Not pura man, but jitna
I
bhi
think
hoga.
Doraemon is
What
still going
is
on
the
now.
theory?
I don't
Does
remember,
it
but
ever
it's
end?
something about. Yeah, it does. I think Nobita is depressed or something, and uh, Doraemon was his creation to deal with everything. I am not sure, but I'm not sure.
That is plausible.
No. I remember
Could be,
the.
could be.
Did you all watch Doraemon in English or Hindi?
I watched it in Hindi on
Hindi.
Hangama
Same,
TV.
Hindi.
same. And I remember
Hangama.
this
Same.
Who are
song,
those?
the Main Hoon Jian wala song. You remember?
Dude, my friend was literally singing it on Sunday.
There was a dare which my friend did where she had to stand at her balcony and sing that song really loudly on like a mic and for the whole society to hear.
I don't know this song.
मैं हूँ जियान,
Okay.
मैं हूँ बड़ा ताकतवर, मेरा गला है बहुत सुरीला, मेरी आवाज सुन के लोग हो जाते हैं मदहोश. In a better
Yeah.
way.
Vaani sang it
Go
much
on.
better than what he sings it.
Yeah, we need super chats, people. We need super chats.
Yes.
Vani, sing. Sing, Vani, sing. We are
If there are
collecting
super chats, if we get like decent amount of super chats, I will sing.
Guys, now you have to
Oh.
send super
Yeah.
chats. Vaani's going to
We've
sing.
become so cheap all of a sudden. You are selling me away for super chats. Okay, Saptarshi has commented, the final chapter of manga is that future Nobita is making Doraemon and it's gonna be the invention of the century or something. He finally makes it and he sends the Doraemon to Nobita. Like
Okay, so
Nobita is the one who makes
Nobita
it
from the
future,
future sends
sends
it.
it back to Nobita. That's nice.
Ooh.
Sai, they said, please say my hi to Vaibhav, love from Pakistan. I'm clicking a screenshot of this so I can send it to Vaibhav.
Yeah.
Yep. He'll be happy.
Saptarshi is also saying Hyderabad should win. So I think we were really happy about that.
Vaibhav is like Rajasthan Royals all the way.
Is
Oh,
it because he's from
acha.
Rajasthan, or does he
I
really
think so.
like the team? Okay.
That's a good question to ask. Should have.
No, I think he just keeps talking about them being underdogs.
Now Aditi is trying like everything. Someone is behind you, Aditi. Come on.
I
You were
thought they
trying
were
to
behind
scare
Vaani
me.
abhi tak.
Yeah, you know what, Aditi? Like you were trying to scare me. That would have still worked. You went for Aditi. This is never going to happen. Kitiretsu dekhi hai kisi ne? I think I've heard the name.
Yeah, thoda sa dekha hua hai.
I've heard the name. I
No,
can't
I didn't
put
know.
an image to it. A balloon with your
Kitiretsu.
face. Aditya, come on. You can do better. Nobody wants to hear me sing, guys. Oh, no. I just said that.
Super chatted.
I said a decent number of super chats, not one super chat.
Go on, give it
But
to
yeah.
Saptarshi. Sing it.
The depression theory treatment has been to Harry Potter, Pokemon, and more. Masoom Rana.
Harry Potter. I'm not aware of this Harry Potter theory.
I'm also not aware of this
What?
Harry Potter theory. Are you aware of this Harry Potter theory, Aditi?
What depression theory on?
What is the
Harry
theory,
was
Masoom? I think I said something about Nobita right now, that Nobita was depressed and he created a friend which was Doraemon. But
But
Harry
how does
Potter is
the
Iranian
whole
movies.
fallacy is wrong? What? No.
I don't know.
Kitiretsu is Garibon ka Doraemon, is what the
Wait,
person
let me
said.
just Google Kitiretsu for myself because I can't remember. I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it. I haven't seen it. Nope. Nope. Oh, God. To this day, I haven't. Okay, wait. As a kid, there was this story that passed around there to go in the front of the mirror after midnight, completely dark, and say Bloody Mary 3 times, and you'll see something very horrific. To this day, I haven't tried doing it. I've done this.
Same.
I've done this.
Sagar, I agree with you.
You have
I've-
done this, Vani?
Yeah, because I was shit scared, dude, and I wanted to get over it. So I was like, let me just try. And then nothing happened. And I was like, see, science is right.
Dude, I know till today, okay? I know that nothing's going to happen. I can do it. There's like definitely nothing's going to happen. It's so dumb. But somehow after the second Bloody Mary, I can't go ahead because वो बचपन में जो fear बैठ गया था वो अभी तक गया नहीं है. Like in school, people used to scare
why
us
do you
so
want
much.
to? Why would you want to do something like that? Even if
I-
कुछ नहीं होता, but why do you want to
I
go
was just
through that?
shit scared. I wanted to get over my fear.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to like
Someone-
think that
yeah.
I'm brave enough to do it.
You are brave enough. You are. Go into the mirror, look at yourself and say, I am brave enough. And then scream Bloody Mary 3 times. It'll all be
That I
okay.
can do. लाइट चालू है तब तक वो सब हो जाएगा. बाथरूम में लाइट बंद करके दरवाजा बंद करके ब्लडी मेरी नहीं होगा.
Doraemon author's child was depressed because he lost his favorite doll or something. So the author wrote the manga on a doll-like creature to make his or her son or daughter happy. Oh, that's nice.
Dude, I
Saptarshi.
think Saptarshi is just coming here with like Wikipedia facts of Doraemon now.
Between Bloody Mary Ghost and Bloody Mary Drink, we have all grown up.
Hi. Screenshot it, Vaani. Screenshot.
मतलब
Wow.
लोग
You know what? Like we'll
philosophical हो
screenshot
गए.
everything Saptarshi comments so that one day he'll look back and
The merch is getting somewhere.
You know that Brooklyn Nine-Nine Gina Linetti thing where she's like, I want to make a book of all my tweets. Saptarshi can do that, a book of all his comments.
I
yep.
swear. I agree.
Because Saptarshi said because life में तूफानी चाहिए. There was an episode on Bloody Mary in Supernatural. I haven't seen Supernatural.
Me neither.
Okay, Rohit is crying while saying hello. Hi, Rohit. I hope all's fine with you.
Yeah, why are you crying?
Why are you crying, man? Why are you crying? Okay.
Okay. I go in front of the mirror, say Bloody Mary, and see my own image and get scared.
That is more existential than horrific.
And now this live stream has suddenly turned into Saptarshi and his comments.
It's actually
Okay.
nice.
But yeah, depression theory treatment was given to Harry Potter. Sorry about the typo. The theory is that an abused Harry made it all up in his head in the closet. Has J.K. Rowling confirmed it?
No, she hasn't.
She
Yeah,
better
but
not.
No,
you're
no.
right.
And this, do you guys like this trope where, you know, at the end of a long drawn out series, end में वही हो जाता है कि अरे ये तो पूरा dream था कि this was just all imagined by someone. Do you like that? Because it could be like a very big plot twist kind of thing where people are really surprised, but I personally think it invalidates all of what happened previously. What do you guys think about that trope?
If it's a bad dream, then I'm okay if it turning it to be out to be a dream. But if it's going good like Harry Potter, so I wouldn't want it to be a dream.
Yeah, I think
What?
like eventually, I mean, it's all up to author. Like he's the one writing it. उसको क्या होता है? But
Yeah.
of course, you get heartbroken.
Yeah.
Because you turn to such
You
things to
invest so much.
move away from reality, and
Because
all of a sudden,
you're
this.
invested also in the story so much na कि even Game
Yeah.
of Thrones people were theorizing that maybe it'll end like this करके कि all of this was Bran का पूरा this thing and I'm like no like something like that was there like it was going around on Reddit and stuff and I'm like नहीं यार let it be real ना let all of this happen so that you know people actually face the consequences of what is happening if it's kind of like a way out where you say कि suddenly अरे ये तो dream था अभी तो कुछ हुआ ही नहीं करके.
Yeah.
So
I
I
also
don't know. It
feel
really
people.
irritates
But
me.
even if it was a dream, और फिर बाद में reality में भी वही सब हो, how about that?
Then it becomes a prophecy.
True.
Could be. How do you like them?
That's something to think
Survival
about.
Instinct and a super chat saying Brooklyn Nine-Nine, don't talk about that. Why?
Why
What's
not
wrong
talk
with
about
Brooklyn
Brooklyn?
Nine-Nine?
I like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I love
Yeah,
Rosa.
dude. It's so nice.
Jake Peralta, man. Oh, I love that episode where they did that Backstreet Boys wala scene. Have you seen
I
that?
That
like.
is my
I really like
favorite.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Dude,
But
me and my friend have like literally recreated that where we sing that song to each other now whenever we meet. It's so much fun.
We've done that too. Oh my god, that's so
I like Jake Peralta a lot. But I love Rosa is my favorite. I kind of started hating, like not hating it, but I don't like romantic angles a lot many times. And I would just wanted to stay things as they were. But okay, cool. Crossword.
Yeah, like I wouldn't mind Jake and Amy not happening also.
I wouldn't mind that as well.
Yeah.
There are people who B9 is nice. Tell me why. Survival instinct is puke emoji, puke emoji, puke emoji. More puke
Yeah,
emoji
dude.
into 1, 2, 3,
why?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Tell us survival instinct. What happened?
भाई आगे भी बोलो.
Why you
What
not
went
like
wrong?
it?
Yeah.
Why you not like it? Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Heart, Rituraj, Bina. अरे survival क्या हुआ?
I think
क्या हुआ?
everyone's liking
क्या
Brooklyn
हुआ?
Nine-Nine except for Survivalists.
Yeah, I like Brooklyn Nine-Nine personally. I mean, I love it.
Yeah.
मतलब
I'm all
it's
about
not.
cool. So I used to say cool once before Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and then it just goes like cool, and then I can't stop. And that happens to me even when I'm talking to like someone in a
I'll tell
professional
you.
setting.
Mm,
Then I go
Diya,
like
I
Yeah.
had this
cool.
the theme song of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I use that as my ringtone for a long time. काफी interesting था वो.
Oh,
That was so cool.
Dude.
Head
Let's
turner
meet
वाला
this
ringtone होता था.
weekend. Let's stream directly from my place.
I wish we could stream while watching something. You know, live reactions of what you're watching.
No,
Like,
we're not
that-
watching the Turkish horror live. I'm sorry. I don't want everyone to see me cry.
Not. Hey, Syed, thanks, man. I'm glad you're liking it. He says he's watching Hibernate Anime. So
Yes.
this is an anime I recommended. It's amazing. I'm glad.
Yeah, that's so nice.
Oh,
Unironic
noise and toys.
noise and toys. Noise.
I do that too. Noise.
I
noise.
can't stop after
Yeah.
one cool. That's my thing. And I also
Yeah,
say,
so-
what is it? This will be the title of your sex tape.
that has become like the new. That's what she said.
Yeah, and I actually like
yeah.
it. The title of your sex
But
tape. I can't.
what's your favorite? What's your all-time favorite series?
Mine?
All-time.
That's difficult.
All-time.
This
Anyone?
is difficult because I haven't seen a lot of series.
Whatever you have seen.
One that I finished, so I haven't watched a lot of series like again and again and again and again. But the one that I finished was Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Okay.
But
Technically, it's not over yet.
yeah, technically it's not over yet. But what else? Guys, think. I'll answer at the end.
You, Bharvi?
So, do you mean like sitcoms or like full intense drama stuff?
Anything. You pick.
Anything, Ari.
Series. Yeah.
So I don't know the order, but I'm just going to list out like Better Call Saul, Game of Thrones for the first 4-5 seasons, Breaking Bad, all the normal stuff. Friends. I used to be this crazy big Friends fan. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Schitt's Creek has become like my favorite recently.
Oh, dude,
It's
that's
so
really
nice.
nice.
It's so feel good, that entire show, and like the characters, they're really quotable characters.
Nice.
It's
That's
worth
good.
watching. I really like that one too.
I like
And do you
at
have
least,
seasonal favorites?
Yeah, I have.
have
I
seasonal.
okay, yeah. Bharvi.
Yeah, Aditi, go.
But
Okay,
No, I was just.
okay. Bharvi, Aditi, and I'll go.
Sorry.
What?
I asked the question. Now you go.
Yeah. I just finished,
Bharvi.
I still haven't, but I was watching Fleabag and House. I love Fleabag.
Fleabag is so
She
good.
is such a relatable character. Not relatable,
So
but
good.
like
And did
the way.
you know? Fun fact. So, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who is the character,
Yeah.
she initially or originally this was a
Yeah.
one-woman show.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I've seen it's the things are
I've
on
seen that
YouTube as well, I think.
Yeah.
Pretty
So
cool. I love her. I think that character would really appreciate masks. I hope
really
none of my
appreciate
office
what?
folks are watching this, like masks in the times of COVID-19.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hope none of my office folks are watching this, but I wear like a mask every time, even in a meeting when everyone is without the mask, because I cannot hide my facial expressions. And I need to smile slyly under the mask or roll an
That
eye.
is so genius. I'm
but
going to take that.
doesn't your eye give away?
No,
Doesn't your
I
eye
wear
stretch?
specs and I look down always and I'm like, why?
Ah,
would I do that?
yes. Good cheat sheet, man. Good cheat sheet.
Yep. Someone
Yeah.
has commented you forgot about Kumkum Bhagya. I haven't seen
Huh?
that show. Kumkum Bhagya is this show, is
Yeah.
an Indian yeah.
Hmm.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
Never been that road.
And Nikhil is asking, what's your age? I'll ask all of you
Vaani.
the age. Ladies
Vaani.
don't show their age.
Vaani.
Ladies don't give away their age. But yeah. But I really am thankful for the mask. What about you, Aditi? You asked us a question. Now it's your turn to answer.
Yeah.
Next question. What was that? Ask me again.
It was
What?
about this TV series that are your all-time favorite.
Oh,
Ah.
so all-time favorite. So one is Gilmore Girls that I religiously followed
Yeah.
season after season. I come back to it every year. I don't know. It's an autumnal series for me. I start it every
Yeah.
autumn. और फिर I watch it every day. मतलब मुझे उसकी हर लाइन याद हो चुकी है अब
I
इतना
have
ज़्यादा
movies for that. I have movies for that.
I have another
Chick
show which
flicks.
is seasonal for me. It's One
and
Tree Hill.
Ah,
I
that's
have
like
watched the show
that's like
4 times
that's like
now.
major
All
class 10
4 times.
throwback.
Yeah,
I swear.
that is like a
Uh,
seasonal thing for me. If I can watch it anytime.
and then the next one, right next to it is The Office. I think that these two are
Yeah.
my all-time favorites.
How can I forget that? That again, such a quotable show.
Such a quotable show, right? And
Yeah.
Marvelous Mrs. Maisel is my new favorite.
I keep on
Recently.
going back to, I don't know if you, I'm so sorry. I don't know if you guys would count this, but I keep on going back to Young Justice a lot and all these DC animated feature films and the animated ones.
Okay.
And I keep
Mm-hmm.
on going back to the Young Justice series. It only has I only have like 3 seasons or 2 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Such a weird thing to accept, but yeah.
No, that's fine.
But I do that to
But I
chick flicks
just
a lot, seasonal. Like December, we'll be sitting with an ice cream and watching a chick
the
flick.
best.
Oh,
It's
what
the
I used to think
best
I'm the
time.
only sick person who does that, but I've met so many
No,
females who do that as
there's
well. And I'm
so
like,
many. You know, I've
and
converted so
what's
many guys
it's
into
a
liking
soul
chick
food.
flicks.
I think it's a soul food for us.
junk
Chick.
food? So
Yeah.
Sumedha and I
Soul food.
decided it's junk food that we need every I
Yeah,
don't know. Yeah.
We can
it
do a
is
I
true.
I
Friday
I
watched
do
the
that.
Friday night
yeah
series.
I just watched the
Friday.
shittiest rom-coms like December ke time pe because I know I'm going to be alone going to the office and everyone is going to go
Mm-hmm.
party and shiz. And then I'm just there sitting like all the cake I can and watching a chick flick and I'm like, why the hell would you marry this guy? Why not him? Or why would you want to marry at
Exactly.
all? Because now you've started recognizing patriarchy as well, like in every movie,
Oh
right?
yeah,
And then you're like,
exactly.
why do you have to get married at all? But
You
yeah.
could do so much better. What's your
Exactly,
favorite
dude.
chick flick? What's your favorite
Sorry?
chick flick? Favorite chick flick?
There are so many. Sex and the City is one.
One or two?
Both of them actually. I love one more, but yeah,
Yeah,
of course
one
the
more.
first ones are
Is
better.
right.
I love Easy A. Sumedha and I also talked about it.
Yeah. See, the
Easy
easy was
A.
really nice.
I
Easy
love
A.
that girl, Emily
It's so
Emma
nice.
Stone. I
My
love her.
favorite line from that movie is if I were a 10-story building, even God couldn't spot me. And then a minute later, she's like, yeah, you remember that line? Now, if I were like a leaf, or she says like of a very small thing, if I was a rock here, even then God would be able to
Mm-hmm.
find me. And it's like, she's so cool and insane.
I love that line where she speaks about that person. Let me bring that up because that's a very nice line.
There are so many lines in
With
that movie that I
It's
want.
very nice.
Yeah. And I love the end, how he's standing there with a phone or a, I don't know. Oh no,
because
he's waiting
yeah, that's the
outside. Yeah, he's waiting with speakers.
I
Yeah.
because वो
He
उसने वहां से लिया है.
yeah,
There's
he
a
gets in all yeah, there are so many movies that he gets in like all the things. There's a lawnmower and there are so many things.
yeah. तो उसी का line था यार. It was such a good line, yeah.
Which
I
are the
also
chick flicks?
what Bharvi now it's your I have so many. There's Notting Hill as well. Like I love
Yeah, Nothing is.
Notting Hill. Give
The
me
10 Things I
any
Hate About You. It's my
oh
all-time
yes.
favorite chick flick.
And things I hate about you, yes.
Like
Mm.
I love the soundtrack of that movie also. It's so
I
nice.
can I accept? I also love that one. What's it? A shopaholic thing? What's it called? Shopaholic.
Confessions of a
Confessions of a
Shopaholic.
shopaholic.
And
Shopaholic,
guys,
yeah.
read Sophie Kinsella also. You may think it is a guilty pleasure, but it is the most amazing books you
These
can
are guilty
find.
pleasures, and I don't know.
So
I just
Confessions of a Shopaholic is also a Sophie Kinsella book, na?
yeah, and I
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
usually like I don't know. I just watch them because I don't want to think anything after watching them.
Huh. And
You
like
can
I
just
know that
I love
it's not the ideal, idea of romance. It's not going to obviously translate into real life, but you can have fun while recognizing this is not real also.
I
It's
love
just,
Devil Wears Prada. It is such a
oh
good chick
my
flick
god,
that you,
hands
yeah,
down.
it's one chick
yeah.
flick that you're not guilty of watching. It's
Yep.
that good. I love
True,
Devil Wears
true.
Prada.
Meryl Streep in that killed it.
Meryl, Meryl Streep always does. Oh,
27
no
Dresses, dude,
strings
another favorite one.
no strings
27.
attached. Oh, so
No
question.
strings attached.
No strings attached or friends with benefits. Choose one.
I'll tell you
Oh,
what.
no strings attached.
I
Tell me.
don't.
Tell me.
I'll tell you what. I would love for someone to come with carrots outside my house because I hate flowers. Like because they like.
Same.
But then,
Same. Me
Same,
too.
same. Oh, dude, I didn't know there are
but
other girls who
then,
existed,
no, hear
literally.
me out. Hear me out. But then pulling off a flash mob is so difficult.
But
It is. I
also
have tried.
very unreal.
Yeah,
And
but like
is it?
chick flicks, mein anything can happen. Oh, come on, guys. Imagine someone telling me,
I
"Oh,
like
some people
friends.
do pull it off, though." Some people do pull it off in
They
real
do.
life.
They do.
Do I
Yeah.
want that to happen to me? No, I will die of embarrassment.
No, exactly my point.
That
That's
is
why I
what,
don't like that.
dude. Like, I don't want big, huge
Give me,
romantic gestures in front of tens of people. No, I don't want that.
I
give
do
me
I die?
carrots. I'm good with carrots.
Do I die of embarrassment even like in private life? I don't want any romantic thing. I don't want to have to do it with anything
Dude,
romantic.
I get
That's why
so
I have told
awkward.
my
I'm telling you,
parents.
I get so awkward.
I've told my parents I don't want that big tamjam wala wedding because usme all the time you're the center of attraction, man. Who wants that? Look,
True.
not
Can
worth
I
it.
self invite myself to your wedding to Aditi?
If
Because I
there
have
if there's gonna be, why not?
thanks. Bharvi, yeah, high five. I just got us
Yes.
invited.
Invited.
Someone has
I
commented,
love
what's the
scoring invites to weddings.
me too. I haven't attended a wedding in like what, 6 years now?
I'm going to.
Oh my god, dude, the same.
December.
No one in my family is getting married. I want people to get married around me.
Okay, someone has commented,
Is it
what's the difference between a rom-com and a chick flick? Does anyone want to answer?
A rom-com is a normal romantic
Romantic
comedy that
comedy.
both the sexes can enjoy. Whereas a chick flick is meant for the psyche of a chick to
Yeah, it's from a
satisfy her
girl's point of
soul.
view. And chick flicks may not have romance also in them.
Yeah,
Mm,
like Devil's Wear Prada is a chick flick, but it's not a rom-com.
Yeah.
yeah. I like
Yeah,
anything with a workaholic.
I watch Hugh Grant movies so that I can pretend the movie made me cry. Yeah, I like Hugh Grant, man. ऐसे मत बोलो.
क्या
Sorry.
मस्त दिखता है यार वो.
Yeah, I love you. I mean, I just watched Notting Hill because of him.
You can.
You?
And
Mm,
Watch
I
Begin Again
hate
also.
I hate 2 weeks notice, this movie with Sandra Bullock and him in it.
yeah.
But I watch it
Mm-hmm.
anyway because he's so nice. Like, yeah.
Yeah, because
There's
he's
also
Yeah,
this
yeah.
so.
there's also this movie, I don't remember, there's Matthew McConaughey. Please correct me if I'm
Matthew McConaughey, huh?
Yes,
Yeah.
and then there is and they like and then there are like multiple characters and it's about the marijuana farm that they have. My brother made me watch it and I just saw it a few months ago. I can't remember.
Marijuana
It has Hugh Grant in it.
Yes, as the
Okay.
detective or as a reporter, something like that. And
Oh,
it's a
oh,
great movie. Wait, let
I
me
haven't
just
seen
search.
this one.
oh, yeah. It's coming back. I've seen this. I don't remember the. I can't recall the name. Ah,
Wait. The Gentleman.
Someone?
The Gentleman. Yes,
Yes.
yes,
I haven't seen that one.
yeah. I've
It's a
seen that.
great movie. It's a great film.
It is. It is multi-star.
Yep. Also,
Hmm.
yeah, you said Begin Again, right? I love that trilogy.
Begin Again is so good.
Yep. Yes, Rituraj, it's The Gentleman. Someone had commented like Vani can watch all these chick flicks, but she cannot watch Black Friday. See, I am not going to watch Black Friday until Vaibhav reads The Little Prince. Yes.
ये कैसा? Oh,
But yeah,
Yeah.
Saptarshi has commented started with horror stories, ended with rants about marriage. So nice. I was discussing this with someone, and I said, like, most of the times I do not know if it's like a sexist. Like, I don't want to be a sexist when I say this, but I've noticed like a lot of women have already pre-planned the things that will happen to them, like, and how we want them to happen. Men, on the other hand, like, really don't care. And most of the times I've seen this in female friends a lot more than male friends, or maybe
Are
just
you
female
are you
friends are
talk are you talking
like,
about weddings or what?
yes,
In life in general?
wedding,
Acha, wedding.
invites in general, bachelorette parties, and the birthday parties, or how am I going to
Oh
celebrate
yeah.
my 21st birthday, and so on. And I've seen that more often in women than compared to men. And I do not know if it's a girl boy thing or am I just being sexist.
No, I
But
don't think it's
men have
sexist.
their
I think
bachelor parties. I don't know.
I'm talking about
Men do
pre
have their.
planning like years ahead,
Oh no, no. Mm-mm.
having
yeah, I
dreams.
don't
That's
think they care too much about the details. Like again, I'm not saying all girls do also. I think it's just a personal
I really
preference.
want a I really want to read about it if there is a letter or research paper that exists. But yeah.
There could be, there may be.
Saptarshi's commented, I want to attend my own funeral party. Is that weird? No, Saptarshi, that's not at
No,
all
that's not.
weird. Pretty certain you'll come back as a ghost and tug at everybody's pants.
imagine Saptarshi as a ghost commenting us. That'll be something.
Masum has
Rent a
commented,
girlfriend.
Masum has said, I meant crying while watching Hugh Grant. I still don't know. Fuck, dude. As an emotional release in a good way. I just abused. I'm so sorry. Not hating on you. Because I feel that if, okay, I don't know. I just have a thing for like English accent.
Funny. How could you say that?
If
Yeah,
Do that.
true,
true for
okay,
you,
whoever wants to say whatever, British accents are really freaking nice to
British.
hear.
yeah,
British. I'm
British.
talking about British. British accent. Cup of tea. Okay. You're having a
I'm
funeral
just,
party. That's weird.
yeah. I feel
I
Vani
feel
sees me as a
Vaani
really
sees
bad
me
annoying.
as a very
No,
bad
I
annoying
don't. I
person.
think I bully you sometimes. I'm so sorry about that. Aditi ma'am, Saptarshi is
Aditi.
behind you. Please act scared,
Yes,
Aditi.
he's supporting me. He's supporting me. He's behind me. Behind my every move. Yes, he is.
Survival is like
Oh,
women are raised to be dependent, so they expect and imagine stuff patriarchally. Like, come on, no, that's not true. I don't think that's
No,
true. I don't think that's true.
uh-uh.
it may be true for
I
certain people. I don't know. You can't. I don't think you
Like,
can generalize, anyways.
yeah. Does Aditi have a YouTube channel or IG page? Yummy has
wow.
answered it. Aditi is on
I don't have.
Instagram.
I am on Instagram.
What's your handle? I'll just comment it in the
It's
comments.
it's Aditi_20.
Aditi underscore 20.
20.
And
That's
yes,
it. And YouTube. This is our
some,
YouTube home community. Chalchitra talks. I recommend British movies these days
and she
on this
also does
channel. So
anime
please.
live streams on Saturday.
Yes, with
And they're pretty
Saptarshi.
cool with Saptarshi, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
There's okay, Saptarshi saying feeling bullied and cancelled by Vani, sad pop culture noise. He's made me sound like a bully. Maybe it's not fair.
Why do you do that to poor Saptarshi? What did he ever do to you?
Yeah. I'm so sorry, Saptarshi. Please don't get me cancelled. But yeah.
Irish accent OP, Aditya Dinesh. Yes, Irish.
Irish
See,
accents
Irish is very, very, very difficult to pull off. And I get very confused between Irish and Scottish. I think they're very tonally similar. I don't know.
Scottish
Very.
goes like high might.
Yeah.
I don't know. People, yeah.
But
I don't
when
know.
I was
Scottish.
in Scotland, I didn't really understand half the things. Like it's way more difficult to understand them than it is the no English people of
Yeah, it
Britain,
is.
England.
Of course. It's very
And
difficult. They
like,
have their own jargons and everything. I don't know.
Yeah. I have
yeah,
this joke about a joke book on Scottish people, by the way, and English pub
Oh,
lords, which is at home. So I can't really show it to
okay.
you guys, but it's pretty cool.
Mm.
Okay. Saptarshi. But yeah, I mean, guys, we were supposed to stream for like 30 minutes. It's been
What is it?
almost 2 hours, and
Oh.
61 people are
And we have
watching. Oh god.
this is
Saptarshi has
fun.
commented next book reading stream real life ghost stories with Saptarshi.
Hmm.
Okay.
I don't
That's
want to go there.
yeah. He'll get me cancelled in those,
But
I think.
survival says Australian accent is the funniest. Hmm.
Dude,
There's a
the
good Irish
only
show called Scary Girls. Yeah.
I tried reading Train Spotting, stopped reading for some time
Hmm.
after that. Why? Okay, yeah.
I have
I
Dope on
the author I
Spotify.
think is Irvin Welsh, and he's
Hmm.
written some
Yeah.
great books. Like Filth is one. Like his books are like really nice. I love his writing. Saptarshi sounds like someone from Slytherin. Oh, what do you think will be our houses? Survival instinct.
Okay, I
Feel
have
free to
like
be
a whole
the.
story behind this.
Oh, please share.
So originally, when Pottermore had their house, this thing sorting things, I was sorted into Ravenclaw, and I was very happy. I'm like, yeah, I am a Ravenclaw, karke. And then they changed their whole algorithm. They changed the quiz and everything, and then I got Slytherin, and I'm like, yeah, I am actually a mix of Ravenclaw and Slytherin. Like, I am the best mix. Like, I can't distinguish between the two. I just say I'm like a Slytherin and a Ravenclaw mix.
I want to take
And
the
like
quiz right now. I don't know why.
Baltimore agrees. So I think
Someone is.
Baltimore. हाँ ठीक
Sorry?
है whatever. नहीं नहीं nothing.
Aditya Dinesh says Nakshakti OP. Love that. Harry
That's
Potter in Hindi is the best thing
It's
you would never see.
hilarious.
It's amazeballs. It's amazing.
It is so good. Just the house names are
Saptarshi,
so
my
funny.
Pottermore house is Gryffindor, by the way, because I'm a Ron Weasley person.
I like Ron. Actually
Ron is
liked
great.
Hermione the
But
best.
Ron in the movies and in the books is so different now.
yeah, even Hermione.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like Ron has such a sassy personality in the books, and he makes so much fun of Harry and stuff. In the movies, it's all lost in translation. Like at least for Ron's character. I don't know.
So she's giving reasoning. He says, my nickname is Soft Snake, making
Snake
me a
make me a
Slytherin.
Yeah.
Oh
Good
god.
one.
Garud Dhwaj. May movie magic
It
on
would be magic on
Bhogon through. Yeah.
No,
Yes.
but you guys didn't say
The
what
movie is
houses are
mad.
you guys from?
I don't know. I haven't taken the quiz. I'm
What
I
do you
not.
want to
haven't
be
taken this
in?
quiz.
I don't know. I like Slytherin a lot.
I think I'm a Hufflepuff, maybe, or a Ravenclaw. I don't know.
I don't know. What do you guys think like would be who's like the Potterhead among us? I know I
Survival
am not
says,
one.
I don't know
Yeah.
about the houses, yeah. What, I don't know the personality types, what each house is. I can't say.
I just know
Are these quizzes accurate though? I mean, do they
Their
give out the
Pottermore
good result,
quiz
right?
okay, let's
accurate
just
in the
take
sense.
one right now. What do you say,
Is it
Aditi?
is it long?
Yeah,
Is it
it's
long?
quick. No, it's very quick.
Okay,
Uh
then so good.
But
can
like you'll
you
have to
It's
log in, I think. So I don't know if you can do it right now.
okay, yeah,
do an
that'll be
online
difficult.
one, no a free version of it to find it.
Where would I find it? Does someone like Aditi, Bharvi, when you guys can share
Yeah,
your screen,
let
right?
me just check.
Okay. Yes. I belong to Bapuji house. Oh, what house did you have in school, Aditi?
Huh?
Oh
What?
yeah.
What house did you have in school?
Oh, I so we had houses named after the oceans. So I started off with Indian Ocean, and then I went on to become the house girl for Atlantic Ocean. So that was I ruled the Atlantic, is what I'd like to think.
We just had red, blue, green, yellow.
I I was in Gandhi until class 8 and then they put me into Tagore And
Hmm.
then I was just the red house when I changed schools. Pretty sad. Harry Potter or Janantaram Mantaram?
No, Harry Potter. What nonsense. Who asked this?
Judge.
Okay. Did someone find a quiz or maybe like I don't know.
I
Yeah.
did. I kind of did.
Okay.
Should I share? No, I
Yes,
should
yes,
give
yes.
you the link.
No, no, no. You can share the
Ah,
screen.
okay, that's fine. Um,
Okay.
it's a BuzzFeed quiz, I think.
Okay, I'll just share the link with you then because I found one. I think it's Discover Your
Okay.
Hogwarts House on Pottermore. It's wizardingworld.com.
You'll have to log in for Wizarding World.
Ha,
When you do
that's the
start quiz,
login.
they'll ask you to log in.
So cool.
Ha
Let's sign
ha.
up. Okay, fine. Let's just do
Okay,
the
let's do this.
BuzzFeed quiz.
BuzzFeed, yeah.
Is anyone going to share the screen?
I'm doing it. Can you
Cool.
see it?
Yep, I think so. Yeah. Do
All
you want to
right.
zoom in thoda sa? I think.
Okay. Is this enough?
Yeah.
Okay. You've made it to Hogwarts, which means you've already bought a wand from all the vendors. What material is it at its core? यार ये कैसे बताऊं?
कोई भी सिलेक्ट करो, ड्रैगन फीनिक्स और यूनिकॉर्न में क्या पसंद है?
Unicorn, because they don't exist.
Dragons
I
and
love
phoenix
the logic
exist.
you gave.
If we're going all out, I mean, why not? During the end of your exams, you noticed that one of your classmates was using an enchanted quill. You come top of the class anyway, but they are second. What do? Tell the professor immediately. Cheating is wrong, no matter what. Nothing. But if I hadn't come top of the class, I'd definitely tell the professor, encourage the other students to admit what they've done to the professor, give them a high five, managing to sneak it. Second. What do you think, Vani? What would you have done?
It would either be 4 or 2. Depends on my mood. If I want to be like the cool shade,
Yeah.
I'll be like,
Yeah.
hey dude, pretty cool, huh? Or it'll be number 2.
Let's go with number 2. Let's be
I'm not going to be number
that.
3. That'll be like my last choice.
Yeah,
Encourage them to tell the truth.
nonsense. You would be most hurt if a person called you weak, ignorant, unkind, boring.
Weak or ignorant, either of these two.
That ignorant me. Yeah. Okay. You're locked in a duel with a skilled opponent. They fire an unknown spell at you, and you shout, Spelliarmus, Protego, Stupefy, Crucio. I think it's Spelliarmus and
I
disarm
don't know
them.
what either of them means.
What does Protego do? What does Protego charm do?
Harvey?
It's a protection spell.
And what is stupefy?
Stupefy is to freeze someone.
Yeah,
What
stiffen them up.
Crucial is a torture spell.
What is okay? And expelliarmus?
Disarm.
Okay. Then protego is the correct answer, right?
Expels the wand.
Protego, what did you say it is?
It protects you. It forms a shield around you, something like that.
It protects us. Okay.
Yeah. We took phone a friend, and if the phone a friend option is wrong, we'll get something else.
Okay. It's your 5th year at Hogwarts, and you've just received a howler from your parents. What for? Sneaking into a forbidden forest
What's
at
a
night
howler?
on a
What's a
day.
howler?
It's a
I know
letter.
nothing. Okay.
It's a letter that
Howler
speaks
is
on its
a
own.
letter.
Oh yeah, the howler. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it.
So it's for sneaking into the forbidden forest at night on a dare, or getting caught cheating in a deviation owl, or being put in detention after I was caught in the library after hours. Nothing. I'd never do anything to warrant a howler.
I think I won't be like the fourth pura sentence, but I'm pretty certain like my parents won't send me a howler.
Yeah, same. Such a nice little bunch of girls. Which of these Dumbledore quotations speaks to you?
Pity the
Pity the
living.
living, and above all, those who live without love. Or words are, in my not so humble opinion, our most inexhaustible source of magic. It matters not what someone is born, but what they grow to be. Or it does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live. I think second.
Yeah, me too, Aditi. I think we both are of the same house.
Oh, that's nice. Which of these most accurately describes your relationship with your closest friends? What is a closest friend? I love surrounding myself with people. The more friends I have, the better. I have few very close friends that I would trust with my life. I tend to be wary around new people, so don't make new friends often. I find myself becoming friends with people who can help me to succeed.
It's 2 and 3 for me.
Two
What
and
about
three,
you?
yeah,
Ye?
2 and 3.
Both of us are of the same house. We're meant to be together and have a lumber
Meant to
party.
be. But okay, I have few close friends that I trust with my life. So don't make. Let's go
Pick
with three.
one. Yeah, cool,
Three.
3. We want to be the cool
Okay.
chicks who don't have like new friends.
Yeah, man. Closing it. Which of your skills are you most proud of? My ability to absorb new information, my ability to make new friends, ability to get what I want, ability to keep secrets. What? You pick.
It'll be 4 because I can't absorb new information. I can't make new friends. Close 3, but like 4, number 4. What
Okay.
about you?
Like, yeah. Yeah. Given the option, I think, yeah, this would be it. The first Quidditch match of the season is approaching and you can't wait to get involved. What role are you playing? Speaker, chaser, beater, or in the crowd? I think I'll be in the crowd.
I don't want to be in the crowd,
Okay. So speaker,
but I want
chaser.
to have all that power. Beater or 4th. I don't want to be a part. I'm not a, I would like to be a team player, but unfortunately I'm the worst team player actually. What about you guys?
Speaker has the most responsibility. So I don't want to
I
let
don't
the
want to be
team
the
down.
responsible one.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't
no.
want to be the
Speaker,
Let Weber be the responsible one.
yeah, let him take it. Chaser, involved work as a part of a team. Beater, I like having all that power.
Beater.
Beater strikes the ball, na? Those are the beaters. Yeah,
Bharvi,
I
help
don't have.
us. We are phoning
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Uh, a chaser, I think, kind of acts like a defender for the quaffle,
I,
and a beater is someone
Let's
who
just
has to score
Aditi,
the
let's just stay in
goals.
the crowd. Let's just stay in the crowd. It's okay. We can bitch about everything. It's all in the
yeah,
crowd.
of course. अरे ढंग से खेलना. Okay.
You're allowed a pet at home. Can we get a cat, please?
Oh, okay. Owl. I would have taken an owl. Okay. Cat.
Okay, we
You
can
don't
do
want
the
to
owl as
start.
well.
You don't want to start this whole debate again, Vaani. Okay. It's Saturday. You finish your homework and you have some free time. You decide to spend some time away from your common room. Where do you go? Library, kitchen, room of requirement.
You answer this.
But what will be the room of requirement? What is my requirement at that time? That is a.
The room of requirement give you whatever you want.
See,
So
we'll
that
go to the
depends
room of
on.
requirement
And
because
what
we can
movie?
access everything else.
Yeah, fine.
We can access the library, the kitchen, the forbidden forest, everything.
Have our own Starbucks at Hogwarts.
Why? What would you see in the mirror of? How do you pronounce it?
Mirror of Erised is it shows you your heart's deepest desire.
Okay, yeah.
Surrounded by riches, surrounded by loving family and friends, knowledgeable above all, experiencing a marvelous adventure.
What would you experience? What would you see, Aditi?
Define marvelous adventure. What is it?
Whatever adventure means for you, it'll show you that.
Good answer. Good save, Bharvi. Good save.
That's what the mirror does.
Yeah.
How about you? How about you?
I don't know. I really don't know an answer. I don't know what my deepest, darkest desire is, to be honest. I just want to pet a cat, to be honest, right now.
I think I'll go with. Yeah, this is tough. Let's be Harry, and surrounded by loving family and
Aww.
Choose a deathly arrow. Oh, invisibility.
The cloak of invisibility.
Okay, good. Which
I have
part
okay, I'm so sorry. Saptarshi just
Hmm.
commented. I have a feeling that Bharvi is Professor Dumbledore. She knows everything about the HP universe. Yes, that's why we are.
Saptarshi, I don't think Dumbledore knows everything about the HP universe, but
But he wants.
Welcome.
Do
Welcome,
you just
Professor.
yeah?
Welcome.
Which path do you intend to follow after leaving Hogwarts? I'll join the ministry. I want to make a difference in the world. I think I would travel for a while before committing to a career. I would settle down and start a family as soon as possible. I would continue to work hard in order to achieve as much success as possible. What about you, Aditi?
Ministry is out of question. Never was with the particular view. Settle down, nahi. Continue to work hard in order to achieve as much. No, I'll travel.
See, high five.
There you go. And finally, we know that sorting hat takes into account your preferences. So, which Hogwarts house do you feel you identify with the most? Hmm.
Which one do you like the most?
So, okay, Bharvi help us here.
Yeah.
What are the Hufflepuff
I
and Ravenclaw? Explain these character types.
Huh.
People who
So
fall into these.
Ravenclaw is someone who's more research driven, who's going to go out trying to figure stuff out, who's very like knowledge hungry kind of person.
Okay.
And Hufflepuff are they're very nice people. Like they're very loyal. They support friends. They're peace loving.
I
They're
am
all
not a
very nice
Hufflepuff.
and dandy.
Okay.
Gryffindors are supposedly brave, and Slytherins are very ambitious.
I am not a Ravenclaw for sure. Not Ravenclaw.
Mm,
No, I'm not a Hufflepuff for sure. Hufflepuff are the
hmm.
nice ones.
I
I
think
don't
I'm a
think I'm.
Hufflepuff. That's that's where we part, Vani. That's where we part.
But I'll be
But
ambitious enough for the both of us.
I'll tell
That's
you
the
what.
most romantic thing I've ever said to anyone.
I'm a mix. I'm a Hufflepuff and a Slytherin, I feel. And that's a weird combination
I
if I
think I
do
like
take a look at.
yeah, I think I like Ravenclaw and Slytherin the most right now.
Let's pick
Yeah, na?
Slytherin then. That's
Yeah,
a
it's
common
the common one.
denominator.
And if Slytherin comes out now, we'll know this quiz is rigged.
Exactly.
Okay. What is this?
So you are
So you're
27%.
27% Raven. Yeah. Yeah, we are
26%.
all 20s में यार. That's
ये
not
you
fair.
all are all very close to each other. मतलब सब 25 के आसपास ही है.
It is not
तो
fair.
इससे क्या पता चला?
But
27
I'm
ज्यादा
such,
है. Ravenclaw.
this is not fair. But yeah, I'm happy with Ravenclaw.
ठीक है. You
I would
seem
have
to
been
be an almost perfect combination of all four houses, which is incredibly rare.
Aditi hair flip.
You're equal in your intelligence, bravery, loyalty, and ambition. As we know, though the sorting hat takes your preference into account, so it looks like okay. Congratulations.
This is
I'm
rigged.
waiting.
Yeah.
This was
In typical BuzzFeed quiz fashion,
What do you
very
think?
anticlimactic.
Yeah. What do you think our personality is, Bharvi? Like,
you
sort us
okay.
out. You can
Sort
be
us
our
out.
sort.
Be the sorting hat.
I don't know. I have met. I've only met you all since the last 2 hours. So what I
That's
think
enough.
is, yeah, Vaani is some. I think she is a Slytherin, and I don't mean it in the power hungry way. I mean like Slytherins have a lot of other very nice qualities too, wherein they're ambitious. They know how to get work done, and like I don't know. It's a very aim high kind of house, and also very inquisitive and curious about the unknown. Though Ravenclaws are that too, but Slytherins will be more into like the mysterious side of things, and Ravenclaws will be more into like the sciencey side of things.
Ooh.
Even I
And
just got
so
shit scared after watching horror stories, after reading horror stories. But yeah. And what about
and
Aditi?
Aditi, I think she'll be a Gryffindor because
Huh.
as we've seen in the horror stream.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
All right. I'll take that logic. Take it.
Yes.
Thanks,
Okay,
sorting
someone
hat.
has asked you a question, Bharvi. Please explain McGonagall's age to me. She should be younger than Newt, but turns out to be Newt's teacher in Crimes of Death.
Yeah, so Masum, I kind of have like I don't really like the Crimes ka entire series, and I think J.K. Rowling has just botched it, where she's not taken into consideration any of the details. So I think it's just genuinely a mistake on their part and nothing else.
Oh, okay. That's
Cool.
interesting.
Okay, Saptarshi's commented, Vani, Bharvi, be a sorting hat. Bharvi, okay, you are a Slytherin, Vani, Pikachu face. Cool. Guys, you know what? We have been streaming for 2 hours, 10 minutes now. Do you guys
Guys,
not
can
want to
yeah, I
sleep?
need to kind of go.
Wow.
Bharvi was supposed to
I
study, and I
have
promised her we'd
I
wrap
have
in.
exams and my parents are going to be so mad.
Oh,
Yeah. We'll take, on this note, we're
all
going to
right.
leave. Although it was
Yes.
such a fun
Yes.
stream.
Guys, comment all your houses below and tell me what you all think.
Yes. And Bharvi, is there a social link that we can provide for you where these guys can get in touch with
My
you for their sorting hat queries?
uh my Instagram.
BuzzFeed.
What would you say?
Should I just put my Instagram
Sure,
in the
you can
chat?
comment it. And okay, guys, now we're going to sleep. And this was a lovely live stream, and it was so great. Aditi and I made plans of a sleepover, so it was,
Sleep
I
Yeah, y'all
think,
gonna
number
have a
yeah.
what?
sleepover without me.
We'll have you on call.
We'll
Don't worry about it,
we'll have you
Barbie.
on call.
We do the watch party.
Yes, cool,
Oh
guys.
yeah.
So we'll see you guys
All
later.
right.
Have a lovely night.
Thanks,
Bye,
Vani, for
guys.
having us.
Bye, guys.
Bye.